and I think we're live on all of the different platforms that we're going to be live on, which we love when that works on the first try.
More below than Phandelver.
That's where we're at right now. We're very much in that situation. So, what's going on, folks? Ted from Nerd Immersion here. We're going to be playing some Phandelver and Below the Shattered Obelisk for you this evening. We are on episode 35 of this show. It's been a little bit. It's been, was this 3 weeks?
Been a while.
Yeah.
Right? Something like that.
Yep.
So,
Yeah.
I'm gonna give you a little bit of a recap as to what happened last time. So the party has heard that there are obelisk shards, these obsidian but not obsidian pieces of stone all about the region. And various entities seem to be seeking these pieces. For what purpose? Not entirely clear. Seems like there might be recreating a shattered obelisk, perhaps, and something about the word Elithanok. We don't know what that means yet. But the party knew that 3 pieces were located in 3 separate areas, kind of all next to one another. One of those being in Gibbet Crossing, one of those being in Talhundereth, and one being in the crypt of Talhund below Talhundereth. The party decided to start at Gibbet Crossing. Unfortunately, in the process of encountering the Mind Flayer warlock Quinbraxel, who lives there, or was there at the moment anyway, trying to retrieve one of these obelisks, in a last-ditch effort to save one of the party members, an exchange was made, the obelisk piece for their life, allowing this Mind Flayer to abscond away with piece 1 of 3. The party went into from Gibbet Crossing to Talhundereth. They traversed through the majority of it. You didn't exactly go through, I think, every single area there, but you did, in typical this party fashion, make your way all the way to the end of the module, the end of the dungeon almost immediately to interact with and defeat the Encephalon cluster there, thus actually retrieving one of the pieces, which, for your own safety, perhaps you chose to not touch and stored away in a bag of holding for usage later. Finding yourself now heading into the crypt of Talhund, found beneath Talhundereth. This has all had a lot of Dumathoin related kind of coding to it. Dumathoin, for those unaware, is the dwarven god of secrets under the mountain, hidden gemstones, and things of the like. So, with that being said, as you can see on the map here, you guys have just come down into the kind of entryway here of the crypt of Talhund. And I believe we talked about you being down. In our game, we have the rules that if you go unconscious, you come back after the combat with a level of exhaustion. Kind of the adrenaline of combat itself keeping you in the fight, but then once that calms down, your body gets hit with that lethargy. And I believe, was it just you, Cujo, or did you go down too, LB, in the fight?
Yeah, it was just me, and it was from the Mind Flayer.
Gotcha. Okay. And to remind everybody, since we are in 2024, all rules into 2024 here, the way exhaustion works now is you do still die at 6 levels of exhaustion like you did in 2014. However, you now take negatives that are compounded by each level of exhaustion. So whenever you make any sort of D20 roll, attack roll, saving throw, skill check, it is reduced by 2 times your level of exhaustion levels. Your speed is reduced by 5 times your exhaustion level, and you remove 1 level when you take a long rest, as per usual. So now it is not, you're not going to get into the situation where you basically have disadvantage on everything. You're just going to have a negative, which honestly, with advantage in certain things, you may not see the true effects of this till significantly later on, but our kind of increased sort of lethality of going to 0, giving you a level of exhaustion, balances things out a little bit there.
For sure.
So, does anybody have anything they need to questions, clarifications, any of that kind of stuff before we dive into this?
Just real quick, how's everybody doing? And which soot do we have?
Oh, that's a good
Well,
question
that,
too.
I was gonna say it was red soot, but I think knowing what we're gonna be going into, I think she like takes a minute and she's like, just give me a few minutes, and like walks away, and you kind of see her like shaking it off and like trying to channel herself, and she returns to regular soot.
Okay.
We healed all the way up though.
Yeah, between Prayer of Healing
Mm-hmm.
and Robert's wild channel divinity heal.
Mm-hmm.
Yo.
Mm.
Yol.
Indeed.
Rolltide carols, my dear.
Mhm.
Y'all.
How did our tokens get reverted back to the old ones?
Oh, you know what it is? I had set this up before we had the new art, because I didn't know where
Old
you guys
school.
I didn't know where you guys were gonna go.
We're
so
going back
There.
in time.
So I had set up all the old tokens on this map in case you just decided to. Oh, what's up?
Yeah.
Thanks, CB, for the raid. What's up? We're gonna see
Hi.
what kind of craziness this party is gonna get into here. I do want to point out though, one, I don't know if anybody took the time to do it, but if you had Pixels dice, you can roll them off your sheet now. There's a way to do that, which is pretty exciting. And LB, I'd made some changes to the wildfire
Mm-hmm.
druid, and I just want to real quick walk you through what those changes are so that you're
Okay.
in a better spot when it comes to actually using your character here. So one, as we talked about, is that extra d8 of fire damage that you get to do is not tied to the presence of your wildfire spirit. That is just an always on. That's for healing and for fire damage. So consider that.
Okay.
I tweaked it to make it so that Firebolt is now listed as a druid cantrip for you. So that will deal 2d10 plus your wisdom.
Firebolt.
Firebolt, yes.
You said fireball. I was like, what?
I said bolt, but it's fine. It doesn't matter. Anyway, it's there.
Roll the tape.
Unfortunately, there's no way in D&D Beyond to give you that extra d8 on everything. You just have to remember to roll it. One of the other important things is summoning the wildfire spirit is a bonus action to bring it out in the first place. So that is something that is new, and we also now do have a token for it, as well as having upgraded stats on it a little bit. The teleportation and the flame seed both being a d8 plus proficiency bonus as opposed to their original d6. Little boosted armor class and things like that. So you're able to summon it and then also still do a thing if you want to. I believe that is, that's it. So cool. Any other questions from anybody else before we roll into whatever is ahead?
No.
Cool. All right. Time to start revealing where we're going. Or what's the marching order in this tiny little hallway?
Well, I'll go first.
All right.
As I plan on sneaking down.
Okay, go ahead and make me a stealth check.
I would love to. Hey, it's a good start. Natural 20 for 31.
Okay, well, doesn't get much better than that.
That's a good start.
That's a great start. Let's go ahead.
Yo.
Indeed. Let's go ahead and reveal this sort of very long hallway that we have here. I think I have to click on
Forgot
this
I was
stuff.
muted.
So
Soon.
you have all of this here in front of you. a big entryway here. Let's read what that one says. All right. Oh, that's the wrong one. Crypt of Talhund. My mistake. All right. So you can see that there are these sort of up against the wall. There are stone sarcophagi against the wall. Two, on the north, two on the south. We're gonna keep this cardinal directions just for ease of everything here. And there's a statue on the map, but we're gonna replace that statue with a sort of mural, if you will. That is of a bunch of people working together, sort of forging arms and armaments. You see a bunch of dwarves here, and then you also see people in very identifiable Brosian like armaments working together forging things.
Ooh.
I will say that
Okay.
this kind of mural, or I guess it's more like a relief on the wall, as well as these sarcophagi, are cracked pretty severely damaged.
Okay. But no signs of life.
Not at the moment. You are very stealthy, so.
I'll lean back to Gable and I'll say, "It's okay. It's just art."
Thank you. I was so terrified. It looked so real.
All right. Now I'm gonna sneak forward a little bit.
Okay, where are you heading to?
I'm gonna go to right here. I'm gonna make my way across the room.
Mm-hmm.
And just I don't see any movement further down the hall.
No, I don't know if it's clear at this point, but there are 3 doors.
Okay.
That one might not be entirely visible. There you go.
All right.
3 doors.
Aha. All right. There's 3 doors down.
This must be my kryptonite.
Ah,
It
All right.
must feel crazy.
Uh,
You should call me Superman.
Jake, as you get close to that hallway there, I'd love if you could roll me a d6, please.
all right.
Roll the
best
early 2000s
bear
butt
emotion.
rock.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Six.
Complete with chain wallets.
6, huh?
Yeah.
All right. Well, you watch as right in front of you, lurching out of the wall, is this ghostly kind of image of a dwarven zombie. Like, we're talking like good Romero effects zombie where skin is falling off and guts are hanging out. And you watch as it takes its like rotten, decaying finger up to its lips and it puts it in a shh. And then it takes its other hand and it reaches into its rib cage and it peels it back and it reveals a gem hidden in its chest cavity. And then it disappears back into the wall, full eye contact with its finger on its lips as it goes back into the wall. And only you see this.
Okay.
Yep. I think Bishop peed himself a little bit for no reason.
What do we see?
Nothing.
Nothing. Can I
no.
insight check that?
Sure.
Sure, you're not Jake. You can probably roll a decent insight check.
14 deception.
Yeah, that's a 16 on my insight. I rolled low.
Well, there's something.
Hmm.
I'm not going to say anything out loud because I get that withering look from Gable, and I'm just going to write down what I saw and then go with a finger up and show him that.
Okay.
I'll just sort of gesture to continue.
Nothing weird here. Let's go look at this mural real quick, I guess, since there's nothing else of interest around.
Okay. Ooh.
Ooh,
Very Brosian.
very nice. Yes.
Teamwork really did make the dream work.
Back then, for sure.
And now.
Booty. And now.
I heard
yeah.
you guys did a really good job.
Yes,
Yeah,
we
I
did.
forgot, but yeah.
Everything
Oh,
was
yeah.
great.
It it really was.
Mhm.
I love it when a combat goes to plan.
And the boys, they sounded really cool.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. You didn't get to meet them.
Mm-mm.
It's okay. I'll
It
tell
is
you all about them.
okay.
Um,
So we got one piece, right? And we're going for another one. That's what we're doing.
yep. Yeah, there's what is it called? Ilithanak
Mm-hmm.
is coming, apparently, if the obelisk gets restored, and it's what, something between 15 to like 70% of the inhabitants of Phandelver would be turned
Really?
into somewhere around that,
Okay.
into illithids. So
Uh-huh.
so that's bad, and we'd like to not let that happen.
Mm-hmm.
Do
Well, we've
you
got one.
do you show anybody what you talked about? Did you wrote down what you saw, right, Jake?
Yep.
Do you
Yeah.
show everybody that?
I'll give it to Gable, and then he can do what he's gonna do. But I
Okay.
definitely give him a shh.
Okay, Gable, you have this piece of paper that talks about well, you heard what I said, so you know what it
Mhm.
says. I don't know how I don't know how Bishop wrote it down, but
I think I wrote it down. Romero-esque zombie.
okay, all right.
Ah, yes, Romero. I'm familiar with their work.
Yes. Oh, sorry, Bromero-esque
Oh,
zombie.
there you go.
George Bromero.
It's like, what if there's a bunch of zombies, dude? This is awesome.
Zombies and Jaeger bombs. It's
Jaeger
zombies
bombs.
and more Jaeger bombs.
Man, we're just really living in
Oh, I hate
the
it.
early 2000s internet over the past
Yeah.
couple of nights, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, punch a panda at the zoo. All right.
I guess I'll hand a piece of paper to the other two as well, so they can also know what's going on and mimic the same motion.
I would like Bronson to make a religion check.
Ooh, I'll honk on that. $19.
Okay. 19, being a dwarf, you're in a pretty good stance on this one here. So, while creepy zombies, not a commonplace thing in your religious studies, although zombies, some priests use them for their purposes, but this concept of the gemstone in the chest, that's something you have heard of before. And it's, that this crypt is supposed to be a place where priests of Dumathoin were laid to rest. At least that was its original purpose. And this concept of placing a gemstone or having a gemstone in your chest is actually a Dumathoin ritual. The concept being, when a dwarf's heart is, once they're dying full of experience and mysteries and they can't speak anymore, this gemstone put into their chest acts as a vessel for those secrets, returning the secrets from their life to Dumathoin in death, and it acts as a physical bridge between flesh and stone. So when they die, their essence is essentially returning to the earth, and this is essentially an anchor for their spirit in the afterlife to find its way to Dumathoin's halls. There's a ceremony called the Crag Soul ceremony where they would place the gem over deceased or recently deceased dwarf's chest, and it would basically chant as it sits and sinks into their chest, and allowing them to ideally make their way to Dumathoin's halls in the afterlife. But nothing weird about creepy zombies.
Yo.
All right.
I
Very good.
transfer all of this knowledge in a lengthy dwarven soliloquy.
Yeah.
Well, with a bunch of that in between
Mhm.
to make it extra long. But I don't know anything about the zombies.
No, but this again, some
So
of it tracks, but the zombie bit is definitely not part of the ritual.
really, the whole thing about having the gemstone in the center is quite metal, actually.
Yeah.
You would know these are sometimes referred to as heartstones, and then it was actually a ritual too for the Dumathoin priests or followers of Dumathoin. Well revered amongst Dumathoin, but priests especially in life to choose what stone they were going to have implanted into them upon their death. So like that was a whole part of the
I
ritual.
lift up my chain shirt to show when I got my stone at Panama City Beach. Tribor Trail Spring Break,
Mhm.
93. It's of
Someone
a
was really into
gemmed.
talking about crystals. They were all there's healing properties. I decided to pick that one.
Ah,
I got a gem
proper
dolphin.
works.
Think they're glass.
Here's my stone. Would What would be the reverent thing to do having encountered this? Like, this has got to be still like a rarity, right? Like, this is old school shit.
It is definitely old school for sure. I mean, for what it's worth, obviously, I think it's not going to be an issue for you. You would also know that these are not cheap stones typically for the followers of Dumathoin. We're talking these is a sizable rock. Like this is
Yeah, I mean, this is not the tribal, barbed wire tattoo.
no,
Like,
like
it's
we're talking like 1,000 gold piece gem minimum is like what was used to inter into the chests of these priests. I mean, at the very least,
is this a normal like? Is this what they would do? Like, this would be their final resting place? Like,
th-
memorialize themselves this way?
that is a commonplace thing amongst Dumathonian, I think is how you say it, priests. But it's definitely more of like an older school thing. Like it's this place has been, as you know from the research and things you've heard, this place has been basically in um, disrepair because of the other. We know that all three of these locations were basically attacked by or ransacked by mind flayers at one point for one reason or another, um, and made their way through. And you knew that the dwarf's house, I can't remember his name off the top of my head, but he had his goal was to try to get here to try to sanctify, this crypt, but he didn't make his way down. He couldn't make his way, he made his trying to get his way in, but he ended up succumbing to some of the creatures in the previous location before he could make it here to cleanse it of
Okay.
this.
Yeah, so 100%. I'm just gonna go into a very respectful ceremony for them.
Yeah.
Uh,
I would say you don't even. There is the opportunity, as you guys are in here, um, to do that. I'm gonna count you as not having to make a check to do this because you've been pretty much on point with ceremonies throughout. So when the opportunity sort of presents itself to cleanse any sort of remnant spirits and things in this location, anybody can do that. There are religion checks involved, but I'm going to give the cleric the opportunity to do that as just a freebie. But if you're in a
yo,
different area or you split up or whatever the case may be, somebody else can do that. But as a dwarven cleric, that's a thing you're just capable of doing, and via ceremony, whether the spell or just ritualistic kind of prayer and things like that.
dude, I'm gonna get the frankincense and the myrrh out for this one.
All right, all
Like,
right. I like it.
we're gonna be doing a little smudging. Yeah, this is some hard. Hey, if it's OG, like, we got to go OG. So I got I'm making my rounds with that thing, mumbling some dwarvish as I go along. Like, I'm gonna lay into this one.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, and you would know that obviously, this is clearly. I guess you would also know that Talhund, right, as its dwarven cleric. That's the name for that's basically what Dumathoin clerics call themselves. It's like it translates, I think, in Dwarvish to like hidden gifts or something like that, is like what Talhund translates to. So this is the crypt of Talhund, aka being the resting place of Dumathoin priests.
Right.
Hell yeah.
Keeper of secrets under the mountain, the silent keeper, a lot of sort of a good god of secrets, if you will, as opposed to other not so great ones that are out there.
Ooh.
I don't know. I don't know if there's
when-
been any good secrets underneath the mountain, though. We're always blamed for
far.
drilling too deep.
Yeah.
Bronson?
Yes, yes.
I just, for clarification's sake, taking stones from here would be bad, right? It'd be disrespectful?
These, unfortunately, are off limits.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure before I started doing anything.
Thank you for asking.
Except for that one obsidian-like stone that we're here specifically to take.
Right, but not like from the walls.
Yes, no. Although we could draw a picture of this mural, which I've been doing as he's been talking.
Oh,
Sure. Yeah, and I'll say
As part of
underneath
my
it, as you
Rosian
kind of get
research.
close, it's
mhm.
you know, it's kind of showcasing this this process of them crafting and making things. For what purpose, you're not entirely sure, but there is sort of a saying that says order your forces like you order your thoughts. Let no gap remain for chaos to fester.
Okay.
And that's odd because that kind of rings home true to you a little bit, Bishop. That not
Mhm.
exactly said that way, but that sort of aspect of the way that's written is very Red Knight-ish in its the way it's kind of written there. So
All right. I like it.
okay.
Shall we head down this hallway then?
Okay.
All right, as you all make your way down this hallway, you will all now see this dwarven ghost come out of the wall, doing the exact same, like on a repeater, same thing as you saw. Doesn't not malicious, not like doesn't seem to have form and like the form of like a ghost to like get you, like just is there. But the fact that it appears from different locations as you're there, but it seems like it's repeating as though stuck in a
Mhm.
loop.
Merely an echo.
Who invited the animatronic from Pirates of the Caribbean?
What?
What? Oh, just something in Baldur's Gate I saw once.
Can someone see what kind of magic it is? I mean, maybe it's just an illusion.
Well, I think we're going to find out real quick by the time I get done blessing the rest of this crypt.
Okay.
I'll do detect magic as a ritual, if I may.
Sure.
I would. Oh, go
No,
ahead.
go ahead.
In addition,
Mm-hmm.
I would like to cast Detect Thoughts and do Sense Thoughts. So, sense the presence of thoughts within 30 feet of yourself that belong to creatures that know languages or are telepathic. You don't read the thoughts, but you know that a thinking creature is present.
Yeah. It is no thoughts from this at all.
No thoughts, head empty. Heard.
Correct.
No,
No.
stop pointing it at Bronson.
Hmm?
What?
I'm too busy in my ceremony to notice. Hey, old druidic order shit.
Do you have any sage?
Always.
Always. All right. Sage would probably be good for this too. All right. I moved to the
I got
front.
it. I light it.
Oh.
She's like drawing shapes with it.
Ah, yes.
SOOT.
B8. Yes. Shit is bananas. uh, anything do you want me to do? Casting ceremony in an obviously haunted room.
No, but you, in the process of doing this with everybody sort of helping out and everything, you are able to, this creature will just kind of, this image will just sort of fade away. Psh.
We release you.
Yeah, it is released.
I think, right? We did it?
We
Yeah,
did
it seems as though what you have done has done the thing to this particular entity.
I wouldn't want to be stuck in a loop down here either.
Mm-hmm. I mean, though, if you're going to be stuck in a loop anywhere, in your temple, probably pretty good, right?
I'd rather
Alright.
not have it as a zombie though.
That's fair. But he's
Yeah.
not a zombie, right? Or is he? Is he real?
He's
Mm.
kind
Have
of
you
the
determined
ghost
if
of a
he's real?
zombie.
I don't
Probably
know.
was
Maybe
real.
maybe some went too far for those secrets.
I opened this first door after checking it for traps.
All right. Let me do that. I'm just trying. I lost LB's
I
cam.
saged the door.
Trying to figure out. It's doing that thing where it loses ping cameras. So hang on one sec.
Well, she exercised herself with the sage.
She
I'm
did.
sorry. I'm sorry.
Oh, always be smudging.
Let me try to refresh
Ads.
it here on my end. I may have to have you relog to
Okay.
ping if you could.
Is it because I put fire on screen?
Must be. Yeah, you are not
Red
popping
LB.
back in for some reason. Okay,
Got it.
thank you.
Hello?
There we go. All fixed.
Yay!
Hello.
Hello.
All right. So in this room, well, you can also see that it connects.
Ooh.
They're all connected.
Very in a piece.
A stone slab in the middle of this room bears a few metal tools covered in dust. A deep basin is near the slab. Wall carvings show dwarves reverently tending to the dead. And you can see, bowls and things maybe where once there was points where you would be washing your hands and washing the bodies of those to be interred. You can see a kind of there's a basin that there's what looks like in the bottom there's like flecks of like gemstone dust maybe once held several of these gemstones.
This is a sacred place.
Yeah.
I assume that Bronson doesn't. I know Robert would do that. I think Bronson probably doesn't.
I don't want any part of snorting any stones or dragon stones. I want to make the stream very clear.
Yeah. All right. Anyway,
I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed.
Disappointed you didn't share.
well, there was no time. He was just in there and it was done.
Bronson down there chopping lines.
Nose just absolutely shredded.
Soot, come over here and try these gemstones.
Anyway, you can see there also are like let's see. There are basically like pieces and stuff of like different pieces of armor that were maybe, in the processes of being removed, but looking through kind of all three rooms, kind of cobbling all of the pieces together, there are enough pieces here to make a suit of plate mail armor out of the pieces that are here.
Oh,
It's just regular old plate mail. Just throwing it out there.
Oh, okay, never mind that.
It's not
I'm
magic.
good with my.
But
we can't fuse this with the
well,
Brosian?
you could try. You got to talk to Tilferton.
All right, in the bag.
I will reverently pick up these pieces. These
Toss
could
them
be
in the bag of
useful.
All right, it's on the list.
and as you're kind of looking through here, make me a perception check, Jake.
Right.
Bishop.
Oh, and I reattuned to the Brosian helm since I already used the Warhorn.
Oh, and that's worth mentioning too, because I said it and I didn't
Mhm.
go over it at the start. I shifted my attunement rules to be 1 plus your proficiency bonus. So you
Right.
all should be at a total of having 4 usable slots. So
I caught that.
depending
I
on
caught that, and I
what
was like, oh.
you've got, you may have room for 1 more or something else to attune to. So consider that.
Did they let you do that in a baseline setting in D&D Beyond?
No,
made
I
a
made a
feat.
feat to give you an extra attunement slot.
Okay. I was wondering exactly how you did it. When I saw it, I was like, yo,
No, I have
slick.
a-
I didn't know if it
I
was new
have-
in
I
maps
also
or if that was
have-
new in TED.
No, I
Is it
have
new map?
I have another one on Theodore's character sheet in D&D Beyond called Robert E Attunement, which is just as many slots as they'll give me.
Yes.
Because they won't let you go past 6 in D&D Beyond. 6 is where it caps out, so it's going to be a pain in the ass for us in the future. I'll just have to make one of your items unattunement when we get
Okay.
to the point where you're attuning to 7 things. But that's
Alright.
a long ways off. So
we appreciate it, DM. Thank you.
yeah, I'm
Thank
trying to make that.
It
It just feels like it could be a thing you could just toggle on and off, like say Foundry.
Really.
but it's not.
Yeah.
So here we are.
That is you said perception or
I did
investigation?
perception, please.
Okay, then 18.
Cool. Then you will find my very clearly hidden by not revealing all of it secret door.
Oh my god.
There's a secret under this mountain.
There is.
Who would have thought?
What?
I think
Guys,
it leads to more rock.
I found a secret door.
Okay.
Bronson, that's not good for you.
What a
That was just dust from a dead body you snorted that time.
That was bone meal.
Ugh.
I think you
Do
have
you have a
anthrax.
cold? Oh.
No, I think it's just that my allergies are kicking in here. Bronson's face is swollen up.
Thinking,
Oh,
like
buddy.
immediate, like
I think I got
Like
stung
him.
by a wasp down here or something.
Mm,
Again,
Put some money
jokes.
on your
I don't
face.
think Bronson's actually snorting rocks.
No.
These are
No,
jokes.
no.
These
Yeah,
are
no.
jokes.
These are jokes.
We
These
just
are
need-
the jokes.
We need to make the
Bronson.
Joking
internet.
around
We need to make.
internet.
We need to make the internet aware. Also, I do want to apologize to YouTube because it just sat on ready to go live and I didn't have it auto go. So, whoops for the
Man.
20 minutes where you sat with 3 dots on your screen and I didn't go live over there for some reason.
First
I've
time
been
trying
there.
stuff.
I've done no. It worked every other time. It just was sitting there with the go live
Oh.
button. It didn't have it like auto go. It just was like waiting for me to click the button. So I apologize to YouTube. Anyway, there is a secret door here, and I will just make this very abundantly clear because this is weird. Because there's a door, and when you open that door, it is just rock in front of you.
Mm.
Like you open the doors, and it's just like there's a doorway, and there's just stone in front of you.
Is there another secret door?
There is not, but I will say that with everybody here kind of looking at it, it looks like because there's clearly a doorway, maybe there's a way, not here from this position, to move things. Like that very cleverly not unhidden part where it says lever on the map right above P4.
Mm-hmm.
Door cannot be opened from this side. Thank you, From Software.
Yeah, exactly. So, unfortunately, it's just a dead end at this point.
Oh.
Mhm. All right.
Well, we know
keep
it's
your
there.
secrets for now.
Secrets. So many.
Hmm.
None of us have secrets.
None. None at all.
Is there any sort of opening that something small could pass through if we like just jostled it enough, or not really?
This is like perfectly kind of airtight here.
Okay.
High quality dwarven craftsmanship.
Can I cast the alarm spell right here.
Sure.
In case one of us four doesn't move past this area. I will do it as a ritual.
Yeah. I have to hang on. Thank you, chat, for reminding me of the Marvel Rivals stream trinkets that were donated. Give me one sec.
Amazing.
Let's go.
Yeah, Droop and Droop and Bronson got trinkets. So can I get you to roll me a percentile, please, Robert?
Do you guys remember when Droop was around?
God, he was there for like 2 episodes. 30 episodes ago.
Amen.
Right?
And
I know.
yet,
Ted really
Well-
nerfed our droop fun. I'm nerfed. Nerfed over here. 72.
He was there for a whole episode when you guys were all goblins.
That's true.
We're talking about getting the Lankin.
Mm-hmm. All right. You have, Robert, in this process here, oddly, not for its intended purpose, but right next to that bowl of dust, you find a bamboo straw.
No.
A bamboo
Come
straw.
on.
Hang on, it does something.
No.
It's not, but I had to put it there because obviously. But when you blow into this straw, it produces clean water out the other end, up to 10 gallons a day.
Damn.
Damn.
no, you guys will be okay. Here we go.
I find an ancient piece of parchment, and I absolutely shoot this magical spit wad at whoever's closest.
Uh, While Bishop is ritual casting, I am also going to do a ritual cast of Find Familiar, and I'm going to find a little rat down here.
Okay.
What?
You now have a rat.
Mhm.
How many gallons of water?
10.
10.
Oh man, we're gonna have fun with this. Let's
Yeah,
go.
Enjoy.
We're going to have so much soup.
Not having to carry water is great.
Mm-hmm. But it's like, is it mixed in with his spit a little?
No, don't say
No,
things
it's
like
not.
that.
No.
Because that's gross. It's got a magical
Mm.
filter in the straw.
I see.
Yeah, time to make leek and feet soup as I've washed my feet off into the cauldron.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Ted, I just looked at my character sheet. What is this at the bottom on my skills? Fire-based Arcana?
Oh yeah, I made it its own skill. So that way
Okay. That's
'Cause
the magical fire.
that's your when you make checks for fire-based arcana, you start with a plus 16 on that roll currently.
Jesus.
Yeah. That's
All right.
well, you have that thing from being a druid that gives you the
Yes.
bonus of your wisdom modifier to arcana checks.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have expertise in it, and it's your whole
Mhm.
thing, LB. So you
I know. I like saw plus 16 and I'm like, what am I doing? What's happening?
Oh, and
I
somewhere
like when you find out and you're like, oh shit, that's normal fire.
I don't think Droop had these, but these couldn't be better things for Droop. Somewhere out adventuring, doing his thing, Droop comes across a pair of boots that walk him home when he passes out.
Oh.
Wow.
And as a drunken master monk, having a pair of boots that walk him home when he's drunk are the perfect set of boots.
Oh my god, you walk like the Silent Hill nurse.
Uh-huh.
Like the boots are getting you forward, but your body is
That or Weekend at Bernie's.
Yeah.
You know what? I haven't decided how it works mechanically or visually, but that's okay.
terrifying.
So, all right, there's our Marvel Rivals stream trinkets out of the way.
Let's go. Read those patch notes.
That's right.
What's new in maps?
Mhm.
What's new in maps? All right, and that is all you have here in this sort of three-way hallway here. I said what I said, Jake.
All right. I leave out this last the hallway.
All right, make me a perception check.
Ooh. A 17.
Okay, let me move our map so the chat can see what's going on. All right. So you see most of this room is collapsed into a flooded pit. The dark water ripples and splashes strangely as though something lurks deep within. I checked. It's not a thing that'll bother LB. It might, but I'm going to read it anyway because it also, the box text says one thing, but then the literal text below it says like, and they see this, but it doesn't describe that you see this. But I'm going to say that you do. You approaching cautiously. So you see
Mm-hmm.
7 heads sticking out of this water in the form of a Hydra. And a couple of them are like 2 of them are alert looking around. Several other ones are just kind of like sleeping, kind of floating on top of the water. But you watch as one of the awake heads is nipping at this piece of what you thought was just splashing, but is actually animated water that's like flicking and like trying to play, like playfully toying with one of the sleeping Hydra heads, and the other awake head is nipping at it. And it seems like they're in some form of weird cohabitation, this water weird and this Hydra. So that's what you see.
Perhaps we can just sneak past it.
They do not seem to be paying too close of attention to you at this point, which I will show you. I do actually have a piece of art that I'll throw up on stream of this particular scene. That's what the Hydra looks like, by the way. Throw that up on
Oh
the stream.
my god. It looks so much smaller. The little piece of water. I assume it goes out further.
Yeah, I mean, so that is what it looks like.
Delightful. Okay.
It's
just
cool.
a Hydra.
There's a really sweet mini that WizKids made of that. Here, and I'll go ahead and there they are.
Oh, Jesus.
Okay. I move back down the hallway a little bit. And I say, all right, guys, what do you want to do about this?
They do not seem to notice you, and they are kind of seemingly playfully just like existing. You may be able to stealthily sneak by. You do have, as you could tell, 2 passageways to go down.
Just so we're clear, neither of these things are an animal, right?
Let me tell you, I'm not off the top of my head. I think they both.
Well, water weird, isn't it?
That is definitely an elemental.
You think Hydra's got to be a monstrosity,
I'm
right?
assuming a Hydra is a monstrosity. A Hydra is a monstrosity, and a water weird is an elemental. Correct.
Just check it.
Worth asking. But there you go.
So, do you have Pass Without Trace?
I don't. I'm not a ranger.
But you could have it if you wanted it. But we can talk about it today.
LB.
What?
That's fine. She doesn't have it. Okay.
I have Veil of Dusk. I mean, it just gives you. It gives you advantage. I mean, it helps you in your sneaking and gives you more armor class. She says.
Sure. All right.
Brilliant RP tonight, LB. Just really in character, in universe, and everything.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm pretty confident I could sneak past it.
Okay.
I will throw it out there. You're going to want to be careful because there are many sets of eyes. Like you got to, it's not like you're sneaking past one creature. This thing has 7 heads, which is definitely, at the very least, mechanically going to give it advantage on perception checks at the very least.
Better than 1.
It's like
It-
both of my ex-wives and they're fused together. Not gonna be able to get away with anything.
Okay. Well, before we go over there, Cheddar, and she like holds up the rat.
It squeaks at you.
Can you go ahead up into the one of the hallway that's if you just go around the corner and keep going, can you go a little bit and then tell me what's ahead?
Yeah. They can definitely do that. So go ahead. You're gonna send it up this close hallway then.
Mm-hmm.
How far do you want to send it before you call it back?
Well, he can go 100 feet from me
Okay.
with telepathic
Yeah.
communication.
So
So,
1, 2, 3. Oops, that is not erase. Don't know why that one's called out specifically. Here, look, there's a secret door here. You can have that one.
Hey, he's a very
God.
perceptive rat. He lives here. He knows.
That's about as far and maybe into this room a little bit. But you still can keep communication.
Can he smell anything in there?
I mean,
Cheese?
sure. What are you?
Cheese.
Yeah. What are you looking to like? Just in general, just making a perception check, I assume.
Yeah, I want to know if we like skirt around this and like move down this way, are we gonna run into something immediately and have to deal with both that and the Hydra, assuming that the Hydra can reach?
I mean, it's not. You would also know, just as a general adventurer, it can come out of the water. Like,
Yeah, I know. That's
so
what I'm worried about.
It'll chase you down. If the
Yeah.
water
Have
weird's
feet?
the water weird's probably not gonna do that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, go ahead and have the rat make a perception check.
Okay.
Bronson, what's the range on your little lightning toss?
Well,
Mhm.
uh,
Oh, has advantage.
60
Thank
feet.
God.
but I got 120 feet on guiding bolt.
So he's smelling and it's just a 19.
Okay, that's not bad really at all.
Mhm.
So heading down that hallway, not really smelling much of anything that would trigger, like a fight or flight response out of a rat.
Okay.
It's mostly
I'll have
just
him-
stone.
Okay. I will have him stay there as we sneak around.
Okay.
And I am going to cast Veil of Dusk around myself as she kind of like takes nothing and a veil of darkness comes over her and she puts the cloak up and she just
I like that.
thanks. Am I
Okay.
spooky now?
You're getting there.
Right.
All right.
Bronson, good
So I
luck,
guess
and
we're
I'll
doing
give him
stealth
bardic
checks.
Inspiration.
Oh boy.
Oh,
Is there
Bronson's got
anything-
inspiration, right? You said that?
Yep,
Mhm.
D6 for Bronson.
Is there anything else anybody's got that
Oh, you
makes
can
me
guide
not?
Guidance.
yourself. Yeah, guide yourself. Take that D4 and that D6.
Take off all of your armor.
Mm-hmm.
Bronson, march to the penguins, march to the penguins, march to the penguins, march to the penguins. All right, here we go. Here comes this bad boy.
Here comes
Yeah.
the hurricane, bitch. Sorry.
Here comes the hurricane.
Hmm.
That
17.
sucks so bad. I roll one natural 20.
Mm-hmm.
And okay,
12.
plus a D6 plus a D4. At the D4 at the very least, you don't have to use the D6 if you don't want to. Okay.
It all needs to be used.
All right, 14. 16's a pretty. That's not bad in
Bad.
in the grand scheme.
Especially for disadvantage.
Yeah.
I need some damn elven
23.
boots.
Wait, Bishop, you got a 17?
Mm-hmm. I
You're
will bet.
one behind Bishop, and you're in armor.
In my best, in his worst day, he's one above me.
Yeah, that's fair. Sorry,
I
what'd you
got a
get?
15.
15. Oh well, you beat Soot in her veil of darkness.
Way to go, Gotham.
And what'd you get?
21. I
Okay.
forgot about the subtraction from my level of exhaustion.
Good catch. Oh, all right. So you're right in the middle of the pact here, Robert. You're doing fine.
Well, I hope we stand up great to these 6 rolls they're going to be made.
No, I'm not
Well,
gonna
he
roll
said there's
6
only
times.
2 that are
Fine.
awake.
It's fine.
Well, it does have advantage. Well,
Will these pixel dice love us or hate us?
Well, unfortunately, this is my other complaint for D&D Beyond is the pixel dice only work when you roll off a character sheet. They don't work if you're trying to like roll off a monster stat block. So I can't use mine to get them to work in D&D Beyond, which is very annoying. I can roll the physical dice, but we're just going to go ahead and throw 2d20 here in D&D Beyond. And we threw a 17 on that one die. Unfortunately, with their +6 is going to be enough to see everybody as you attempt to walk around that corner. And you see as this thing, like, one of the heads just kind of like just catches all of you. And the water weird's like, trying to play, and it's just like bats it out of the way with one of its heads and just comes stomping over towards all of you. I'm going to need you all to roll for initiative.
Can I get that
Alright.
stomping move one more time for GIF reasons?
Nope.
You'll have to grab it from the other one.
Mm-hmm.
LB.
I'm not going to do that
My
work
love.
for you. You do your own damn work.
All right. Well, everybody gets a +3 to their initiative.
Is it still +3?
It is still. It's a proficiency bonus.
Oh, I see.
All right.
You're not here.
14 for me.
18 for me.
18.
25 for me.
LB?
Actually.
26.
Damn, all right.
I think it sees us.
You are actually up first, LB.
Okay.
It sees you. I'm
Okay.
gonna move you guys. You guys got to be a little closer. I feel like you got
Yeah.
a little
Yeah.
closer.
Mm-hmm.
Like put yourself at the corner. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Cool.
Very Scooby Doo of us.
Jinkies.
Mm-hmm.
Zoinks.
Ruh-roh.
Okay.
Ruh-roh,
Okay.
Raggy.
I'm spec'd for fire, so this is fun.
I mean, its body is out of the water.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
I'm just. Well. How far away is it from me?
I'll move yourself to the corner and then we'll talk. Put yourself over here.
Here I come.
Say you're there-ish or so. So, what is that? 25, 30 feet away from you? Something like that?
Okay. Let's go, champ. I'm gonna need it. I'm gonna need it to make a Constitution saving throw, please.
Okay. Con save from the Hydra. Incoming. Natural 20 for a 25.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's fine. Mm-hmm.
So, what happened?
Okay. She reaches out and takes a pinch of powdered iron and blows it at him and says, "Reducto!"
Mm.
And then nothing happens, and she goes,
Okay. I like where your head's
then
at.
"Thank you."
That's it for your turn?
No, that's just the first thing I do. The
Okay.
second thing I do is go, and then I'm going to summon my fire spirit above it.
Okay.
Question, DM.
Yeah.
Is the Hydra mechanically multiple hit point pull piles per head, or is it one massive and then you delegate from it?
It is one large pool, but if it takes enough damage in a single attack, then you can remove heads that way.
Okay. Just to let you guys know, I'm not going to do Spirit Guardians since it's not hitting multiple heads at the same time. I'm going to get you guys blessed because we need to efficiently get this done.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
All right.
you would all
right.
know as adventurers and things, if a head is removed, as per usual, 2
Mhm.
will grow back unless it has taken fire damage.
Yes.
It
I got
also
it. Okay.
will continue to regain hit points
Mhm.
as it's regenerating if it does not take fire damage to stymie that.
Mhm.
But it needs to make a
Can he
dex
make it?
save.
Yes, please.
11, which I'm pretty sure is a failure.
Correct. Oh, damn! I almost rolled max too. Okay. That is 19 points of fire damage as my little ember emerges and, um, is flying above it.
Ba-doop. Okay.
Look at him! Oh my god, he's so cute. Sorry.
Cute.
All right.
And then Soot's gonna go.
All right.
Actually, no, it's Red Soot now.
Well,
Red Soot comes
well,
out.
actually, that's a question. Does Red Soot, because you didn't do the damage necessarily, you summoned something in, does Red Soot appear? Because I don't know if that's up to you. That's your question. You didn't do
That's
it.
a good
This
question.
is your opportunity to make that call, whether or not she appears.
Because I don't know if it's. I think it has happened that she summoned it.
Well, remember,
It's not going to matter because I'm going to do fire next. So
well, that's up to you. I'm just throwing it out
yeah.
there that. Well, also we've talked about the benefit of Ember staying around to
Hmm.
provide information.
Yeah.
So it's up to you.
Yeah, I'm going to say no.
Okay.
When Ember is. I'll put it out now. When Ember is summoned and does fire damage, it does not count towards Soot doing fire damage, technically.
Okay.
It
Cool.
wasn't me.
All right. There we go.
So yes, I moved back 10 feet.
Got it. Then it's gonna go to Gable. It is your turn.
Okay. How deep is this water that is around the
Mm.
Hydra? Am I able to kind of see?
deep is
Well,
your
there's a
well?
really easy way to find out, but if you want to try to just look at it, I guess we can see. Well, I'll say, kind of from what you can see immediately nearby, obviously, it's not just like a sheer drop off. Like it's kind of, you can see that the water's kind of splaying out into the area. Where it is, it's like chest height, I guess, in the water. So it seems to
Okay.
be a gradual step down.
If that is the case, this might be a waste. This is okay. I am going to bonus action. I have it tuned and everything, right? Yes, I do. Bonus action, load an enchanting bolt into my crossbow.
Okay.
And I'm gonna attempt to charm this fucking thing when I shoot it.
Okay. Sure.
That's what I got, because I'm not about to try to go into melee with this thing.
Boys,
I mean-
part 2.
All right. Let's see what happens. Hiya. That is a 21 to hit.
21 does hit.
Okay. I'm gonna need it to make a wisdom saving throw.
All right. Why don't you go ahead and roll me the damage?
Okay. God damn it. Minimum damage. 7 points.
You
Of
do
piercing
technically have an ally next to it,
And the piercer
Oh.
feat.
and the piercer feat,
That is true.
so
I
you
will do
can tack on
piercer.
your sneak attack for sure.
Okay, that's
And
better.
it has not acted this turn.
Thank you.
So
Okay. I forgot that I'm a rogue, which is weird. Let's
I
do
mean,
11.
could just be all warlock. I'll say it
Thank
again.
you.
I'll just say it again. If it's all keeping you here is disengage, I'll just give you a free disengage as a bonus action. Then you
Do
can
it.
be all warlock.
18.
Do it, good job. Do
And
Have a free disengage.
No, Jake, you don't get it.
Fair. All right, fair enough.
That's 21 points of piercing damage.
21 points of piercing damage. I just want to check one thing before I don't think it's applicable at the moment because I'm pretty sure everybody's tapped as far as I think you may be relatively tapped as far as spell slots go. But
No, I got one. I just want to conserve it, not go too hard on
okay.
it on the first go.
Well, consider this. It's not useful at the particular moment, but you can technically make a ranged weapon your packed weapon, which therefore makes it eligible for Eldritch Smite. So you could do that with a ranged weapon. If that's it. I mean, Eldritch Blast is a thing too, but it's something to consider.
Yeah. That's fair. I like it.
Okay, so it's gonna make a what's it gonna make a wisdom?
A wisdom.
That's dope.
It is 15.
Damn it. Yeah,
Sorry.
DC was 13. No, don't
Yeah.
be. I was like, oh, that's a 12. That's a he rolled again. Okay.
Yeah, sorry. Too
No,
many
don't be.
heads.
I'm gonna move 5, 10, 15, 20. I'll go 25. I'll still have enough range and whatnot.
Oh,
And
remind me. Sorry, how much damage did you do again? 20.
21.
Gotcha. Cool. All right.
And that is going to be my turn.
Okay. It goes to the Water Weird's turn, which has a name because they gave them names. So that's Kelly Killy, the Water Weird. Apparently is very high strung because that's what I have as terminology to describe this Water Weird. And it is really enjoying watching this, and it lets out like a shrill, high-pitched giggle and shoots water at, let's see, at you, Bishop. Doesn't do damage, just like hit you in the face with like a water pistol.
Mm-hmm.
And
these might be good boys. I might just be able to be
Buddy.
ooh, Swan.
let's see. Does it have any range? No, it oh wait, it can get right here and it has exactly 10 feet of range, so it's going to attempt to attack you, Bishop.
That is fair.
Oops. Here we go. Water Weird. Natural 20 to hit.
Could I interest
Holy
you in
shit.
disadvantage
What?
from my cloak of displacement?
Oh, you could. You're right, because you haven't taken any damage.
Not yet.
Well, that's a 9. So that is gonna miss. And that's all it's gonna do on its turn. Bronson.
All right.
Wow. I will cast Bless on the party.
Okay, everybody, that's your bonus action. Party has Bless. You still have your action.
I will target the Hydra. Yo!
All right.
I will slam Q into my shield and wind it up. Whoosh. I'm going to let Starry Wisp go.
All right, let's see it.
21.
21 hits.
14 points of Radiant.
All right, it all applies.
Radiant.
Anything else for your turn? I don't think there's much else you can do other than move.
The Hydra's now lit up with 10-foot radius of light.
Yes. So you can all see it, and if it could go invisible, it cannot do so now.
Thanks for not being a false Hydra.
I mean, you wouldn't know anay, so
Wouldn't know
you wouldn't
anyway.
find out till way later
What
if you're
happened
lucky.
to Droop? He
Hmm.
wasn't here, right? Never was.
Anyway, Bishop. Oh wait, I'm sorry. It's the
Uh,
Hydra's turn. Silly me.
Ah, yeah.
You
Silly
could just
Ted.
skip it.
I almost did. I almost
almost.
did. What do we have? All these heads and all these attacks. And all this reach. All right. Well, it's got 30 feet of movement.
I would have moved up some as well.
All right. I'm going to
To,
put
like,
it.
The front of the hallway.
All right. I will put it. I'm going to move this water weird a little bit. I'll put it right here. All right. So you just kind of got you guys sort of blocking, and it's going to just start unleashing some bites against.
Excuse me.
Would you like to? I don't know. I
Use
know if Ember was high, how high up Ember was from it.
Oh, well, he had to be within 10 feet of it.
That's fair. I mean, if it is it within 5 feet, so it could make an opportunity
I,
attack.
I would say so. I kind of wanted him there to
Sure.
like,
Well, then
if
go
I
ahead and
teleport him out, he'll explode
go
it.
ahead and make that opportunity attack.
Yeah. Okay. A normal attack.
Which I think is just its
Just
flame
over it?
seed. Yeah.
That is a ranged attack.
Well, let's. I
Doesn't
think
ha-
one of the changes I was gonna make is that it's melee or ranged, because that was like
Okay.
they started doing that to a lot of things. So there's no reason it should.
Yeah.
Okay, so what am I using as his strength score?
No, just do flame seed, whatever flame seed normal attack is. Just do that.
Okay. Okay. So that is going to be +6, so 21 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay. These dice are rolling well
OTC.
for me. 12 plus my proficiency bonus, which is 3,
3. Yeah.
4, 3. Okay, so a 16 points of fire damage.
Got it.
Nice.
All right.
Look, every little bit counts. It helps.
Let's
Now
go.
it's its turn. So here we go. First attack against Bishop.
Does anybody else have any like minor interruptions that we could
Hey,
delay
it's
this?
not minor. He's a whole ass character. Okay.
That's no, I didn't mean to insult. I was
18
more talking about the
hit you,
rest of
Bishop?
us.
Misses, right?
Nope, just misses.
17 misses.
Yep.
17 misses. And we're going to switch over to
Oh,
Bronson. 23 hit Bronson.
Shield.
All right, cool.
All right.
12 misses Bronson. 25 misses Bronson.
Yes, because I'm a 26.
All right, we got one. That's 6 strikes. We got one left.
Oh,
We're gonna throw it at Bishop.
All right.
12. That misses. Just none of the heads can connect. That's 7 bites. All miss.
Holy shit.
What a dodge.
All right, Bishop, it's your turn.
All right. After absolutely dodging, ducking, dipping, diving, and dodging, I'm going to come in and I guess I'm just going to attempt to stab it with the broscade.
All right.
That's a
Said
natural
it so
one.
calmly.
So I used all my energy avoiding it. So I'm going to try again. And that's a 14 to hit.
You miss.
All right, hey, play
bless,
defense.
bless,
Oh,
bless.
hell yes, yes, thank
Oh.
you.
Well, that second one will hit because its AC is 15. So you can't.
Ah,
Hell
yo!
yeah.
Go.
All right.
All right, I'm just doing a regular attack on it. 10 points of damage.
10 points. Got it.
Just being conservative for now.
All right. Back to the top of the round. Soot. Oh, and it is bloodied as of that last attack.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Soot is going to cast a moonbeam on it.
Okay.
5
Oh,
foot
yeah.
wide.
Meow.
So,
It hits and it turns into Deckard Cain. Oh.
Stay a while
Wow.
and listen.
And that is a con save, I believe.
Yeah. Sorry.
At least it's not Deckard Bane. Once you have eaten and digested your food for a period of 24 hours, then they give you permission to poo.
That is a 17 on its con save.
That succeeds. What the fuck, guys?
Okay,
Don't guise it, okay?
yeah.
No, yeah, Robert, what the hell? Why would you make that joke? That's so
Give
weird.
me that damage, LB.
Does that
Okay.
also hit the water weird?
Depending on where she places it, it might.
Can I do that? Are they
Yeah.
on top of each other?
They're next to
Okay,
each other.
yeah.
You can do that. They will both
Yeah.
succeed. So
Okay. So they're gonna take half, so 5 total
got it.
radiant damage.
Okay.
And if either of them are shapeshift, just saying.
No, I know. Wouldn't that be wild, huh? Turns out this Hydra's actually the doppelganger.
Ah. All right.
Um,
And then I will have my little guy.
mhm.
Ember's gonna move back in and do a little fiery attack. Actually, he doesn't need to move back in. He's just gonna throw a fire at it.
All right.
16?
16 at the Hydra?
Yes.
Yeah, 16 hits.
Okay. It's gonna be 9 points of fire damage.
Yeah.
9 points. All right. And after your turn, Soot, it's going to go to Gable.
Gable is going to move 5, 10, 15, 20. Yeah, he's going as a bonus action.
Mm-hmm.
He is going to cast Wrathful Smite,
Okay.
and he's going to go in for an attack with his rapier.
Well, I'll remind you, Wrathful Smite, you don't actually have to cast it now in the new way in 2024
Oh, you just
until you hit it's activated. So if you miss, you
Got it.
don't have to spend the spell slot.
Okay.
So make that
I'm gonna
attack roll
bless.
against the Hydra, I assume.
Yeah. Oh, mhm.
You had to make that
Those
attack
7
roll.
attacks. There. 14, 22 to hit.
22 hits.
Okay.
Looking for a 15 for this guy. You guys have also done a remarkable job of bloodying this thing without dealing over 25 points of damage in a single swing to chop off a head, so that it's just been slowly getting down less and less without actually losing any heads.
That's an Xbox achievement.
It is. It is. Defeat the Hydra without removing any heads. Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you like me to
Take
do
that
damage types in case of resistances or no?
There are no resistances, so go ahead and roll your damage.
Man, what a benevolent DM.
We can't all be masochists like you over there, just making
That
everybody
is
sadist
a
like
total-
that, or both, really. To be honest, that's depending on which game we're in.
Yeah, but the-
33 points of damage total.
Oh man, the first head is removed.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
33 points. It's not looking great, by the way. Even though almost all the heads are intact, it's not really looking very good.
We have to do the fire damage after the head comes off, right?
Correct.
Oh boy, my internet is pooping for a second there. Okay, we're good. Second attack with the rapier.
It has it has to take damage, fire damage. It grows 2 heads for each one that it lost at the end of its turn, unless it's taken fire damage since its last turn, because its turn's gonna come up.
Okay, so it took fire
took
damage
fire
from
damage,
LB. Okay.
But then its turn will activate, and if it doesn't take fire damage, like the timing is weird, but I think it should probably
As
be
long
okay.
as LB always casts fire something, we're fine
It
then.
should be okay. Yeah,
Second
Thank you,
rapier
Seth.
attack was 23 to hit.
23 hits.
Okay.
Nice.
That's going to be another. I'm using Piercer again.
Mm-hmm.
Great. Not quite minimum. That is 7 points of piercing damage.
That's fine.
And then because That is a light weapon. I'm following up with the dagger of venom. It is not
Mhm.
poisoned at this point.
Sure. Yep, because of Nick.
There. 9. 17 to hit.
17 hits.
Okay. That is a d4 plus 6. Okay, that's better. 10 more points of piercing damage.
Nice.
Okay.
How's it looking?
It's alive. It's
All
already
right,
been
well-
bloodied. It can't get bloodied anymore. It's already bloodied enough.
All right, cool. Well, I already used my bonus action for. No, I didn't. I did not. I will use my bonus action to disengage.
No, you Wrathful Smited. Did you not?
Is that?
Ah,
I thought
It's your bonus action when you hit is to use Wrathful.
when
Smite.
I hit, it uses. Got it. Okay, then I will stay where I am because I am not about to trigger an attack of opportunity from this thing.
Okay. The water weird is gonna attempt to attack you.
Go for it.
23.
Yeah.
That's
I'm sitting here talking big, but I don't. Yes.
that is gonna deal 16 points of bludgeoning damage to you.
Okay, got it.
You are grappled.
Okay.
You are restrained.
Shit.
It pulls you towards it, and then it moves with you, restrained, into the water.
God damn it. Okay. It's
And
fine.
it's actually the best. You're the best person to get pulled into the water.
It's true. I don't have to breathe.
You don't have to breathe. Everybody else starts drowning. You're just grappled and restrained underwater and just kind of minorly inconvenienced, other than being a cat underwater.
I hope he has his utility trident.
I'm just mildly uncomfortable with this.
Yeah. That is its whole turn.
Mm.
But for this intents and purposes, you will not be able to see Gable. He is under the water. So for any effects that would apply to something that you can see, those are not in effect for you guys at the moment.
Right.
But it is Bronson's turn.
Mm. All right. Above table, Cooj, are you gonna just like Misty Step out of there?
He left.
He Misty Step the shit out of this game.
In the real world, I don't think he has Misty Step.
He doesn't have any spell slots left either.
He has out of spell slots, and Misty Step is only on the
he
Archfey.
took a short rest.
He just used both his spell slots.
One more reason to be full warlock.
I think he'd still just have 2 until next level.
Yeah, he would
anyway.
still just have 2. But
Mm.
he used Detect Thoughts in that room, and then he used that one just there. So,
He'll be fine.
anyway.
Let's kill
'Cause the-
this thing, and then
Yeah.
we'll go get him.
Yep. Let's go ahead and
Ooh, bad
fourth-
question. Sorry.
Yeah.
Did he get pulled into the moonbeam?
Oh, he would have been, yeah.
But that'll be on his turn. It'll
Well, it's the
activate.
first time you enter it, and then if you end your turn in it. So he would have to roll me your damage. We'll get him when he comes back.
Okay.
Fair and reasonable.
This is where she rolls max
Yeah.
damage.
14.
Okay, that's the best so far. I think that you rolled up the moonbeam.
Yeah.
And-
The 2 times I've rolled, yes.
one time it did fire damage. No, that was called lightning that did the most damage.
Mhm.
Fire damage. Okay, so I'll have him roll that when he gets back. But yes, what would you like to do, Bear?
I'm gonna do a 3rd level guiding bolt on the Hydra.
Okay.
Yo! 20.
That hits.
Nice.
20 points of radiant damage.
Nice. This thing is not looking great. I will say, for whatever reason, Robert, your camera has put you into slideshow mode, but not a huge deal. Oh, Cujo, I need you to make a con save for me. You got pulled into Soot's moonbeam.
Your microphone's off.
You're muted.
12.
Cool. You take 14 points of radiant damage.
This is fine. Everything's fine.
Okay. That was your guiding bolt there, Robert. Did you have anything else for your turn?
No, that'll be it.
Cool. All right. It's my boy, the Hydra, hanging on with only 1 hit point more than he has heads left, but he's hanging in there. Gonna make all these attacks and hope for the best. So, first attack.
Just 6 this time.
Just 6. First attack against Bishop. Well, that's gonna miss. Second attack, Bronson. 21 misses Bronson, yes?
No, 21 will hit 'cause shield is off now.
All right, you will take 8 points of piercing damage. That was 2. Bishop, 22?
22 hits.
Ow, suck it, Cloak of Displacement.
Oh,
6 points of piercing
All
Only
damage.
right.
took 17 attacks, but finally got him.
Hey.
I'm just splitting it up. We're doing even 2 and 2 and 2. So Robert, that's a natural 1 that misses you, and the last 2 heads are going to attack at advantage to Gable because you're underwater there. 12 and a 19.
19 is my armor class.
All right, you're going to take 8 points of piercing damage as you watch that one head like under the water, and now you see the blood start to pool in the water there. That's its turn, though.
I'm good, but
Okay.
Mhm.
Make a
Bishop.
con save. It's still in the moonbeam.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
still
it is. You're right.
moonbeam.
Oh, that's right. Let's see. 11. Could you kill
11.
it right here with your moonbeam?
I rolled 11 damage.
Well, it only had 6 health. So
Yo,
go.
describe this moonbeam destroying this Hydra.
I think Soot's first reaction as she like feels the impact of Gable getting into it, she's like, "Oh my gosh, no!" And then you can feel another pulse go down as the light from the moon pierces down into it. It just kind of like burns a radiant hole in it.
Mm. The moon haunts you when it kills this
The
Hydra.
moon. The
Moon's haunted.
um
Khonshu.
technically you are still in combat because this water weird does still have Gable, so Bishop.
Okay. Well, I suppose I will jump into the water.
Okay, you are in the water. You're like yeah, I mean, how far are you going in? Because you gotta
Oh,
wade
man.
out to get, you gotta be swimming because he's underwater.
Sure, I put on my other helmet as my object interaction, the coral helmet from my sister, one of my trinkets from long ago.
Yeah.
That gives me a swim speed.
Yeah.
And then I head on down in, woohoo, over to Gable. He looks at me like I'm dumb with my new hat on, which he would. And then I'm
He's-
gonna.
He's held under the water, not having to breathe. He's a little bloody, but he's like,
Go ahead and make your attacks.
And I will make my attacks. I imagine at disadvantage, though.
I forget. I'm gonna say I'm pretty sure there's language in one of the players' handbooks. It's like if you have a swim speed, that's not the case. I can't remember if I'm making that up or that's like a specific thing for certain
I'm happy
creatures.
for you to make.
But
that
I'm gonna
up.
make that up for this time because this is a cool thing to justify your helmet. So go
Alright,
ahead and make that
fantastic.
attack normal.
Charles, my
There we
helmet.
go. 25 to hit.
25 hits.
All right. Stabbing dangerously close to Gable.
Yes.
I will deal 11 points of damage. Piercing, if that matters.
It does not, but that is enough to destroy this water weird. As you watch, as you're just all of a sudden still in water, Gable, but now you're like, it's weird to be in water, but then like restrained in water by water,
Mhm.
and then it's just gone. And now you're just kind of like loose in the water here.
All right. So I swim over to him and I pick him up and I bring him out.
Okay.
Just to
Moonbeam's
give
gone.
Take
just
the
to
helmet
give
off.
Bishop an extra bit of comedy here, I'm gonna cling to his form. So his fluffy fur is all just like completely matted down as they're coming out of the water. He's like, "Don't let me go into that water ever again."
Completely okay. I take the helmet off in slow motion like Baywatch.
All right, there
Flip
you
the hair. And then I can't actually hold Gable because I'm real weak too. So I'm like, okay, you just stand right here, pal. Prestidigitation.
Yep. Everybody's dry and clean. I need Gable to roll me a percentile. I need Robert, I need you to roll me 2 percentiles.
Yeah, they're going
Dang.
ham over here.
Yeah.
They feel bad because they
Gable.
gave a trinket to Droop, and we'll never see it again.
Maybe his boots.
Gable, you
Maybe
just
this
see
is his
such
home.
just like
20 and a 92.
Okay.
68.
so close.
Okay, let's see. 20. Man, I don't know like how 10 years ago or however long ago Ted made these things. But 20 is a simple wire pyramid that preserves any foodstuffs it's placed over.
Wow.
Like I didn't pick these. I didn't even know Robert 7 years ago, 8 years ago, but
You were
this
prepping
one
for my leftovers 7 years ago.
this was, I think this was based off of back in the day, the old family bug nets that you would like slide up to put over things outside so that the
Yeah.
bugs don't get them. And a 92. I don't remember if you have this one or not, but a crystal flower that smells like the favorite flower of whoever is smelling it. It's
Oh, that's dope.
It's a very Shantae
Yeah.
thing. So,
Oh man, that's very cool. Thank you, chat.
what did you get for me, Cujo?
68. We're gonna go rogue this time.
Oh, going rogue, huh? Okay. So this is a key that any lock closed with a said key, the lock turns invisible.
I like that.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Oh, Jake. Go ahead and roll me a
Oh.
percentile.
All right. I like mine because I write them down so I can use them later.
Mm-hmm.
I do too. What the hell?
Yeah, it's in
I
my
wasn't-
inventory. God.
Yeah, 88.
Okay. This is a one-time use one. The next
right.
time the character gives a motivational speech, they can actually cast the motivational speech spell one time.
Ooh.
I'll have to look up what that does.
There you
10
go.
hit points, baby.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
All right. All right, you guys will have to decide what
I'll let
counts.
you choose when you want to use it. It won't have to be like
Oh,
if you
okay.
make one, it doesn't have to be that time. I'll let you choose when you want to make that. But you got to make the speech. That's part of the verbal
yeah, of
components of the
course.
spell.
So
Oh.
it takes off.
Hang on, LB. I
So-
need you to roll me one too.
Me.
Keep it rounded.
As I'm doing this, it goes in her bag and pulls out a furry scarf and puts it around Gable's neck, and
This is the purring scarf.
atones him with the scarf of purring. There you go, buddy. 87. Thank
I
you.
should hate this.
Do you
But
have
I
It's kind of
the
relaxing though, right? It's nice.
Do you have the bar of soap that leaves you smelling like oranges? Do you have that one already? I can't remember.
I feel like I do. Let
I
me
think
look.
you do.
Is it under? Oh yeah, I do.
All right, go ahead and roll them again for me.
73.
New from Bed Bath and Beyond. Citrus Life. Thank you, chat.
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't know why this. So you've never used Conjure Fey, but if you do,
Mm-hmm.
it gives you the opportunity to create your fae to make them look like any form of boy band or girl group. And it says right after it, because you want it that way. This is what I wrote in my trinket here. So
Is it a stone or what?
whatever you want it to be.
Okay.
You love it, Cujo. You love it.
Tell me why, though.
Yeah.
Mm.
Tell me why.
Ain't nothing but a
No.
happy-
I'm saying bye to that joke.
Hey,
Mm.
yo, it doesn't
Something
stop.
is wrong with my heart tune.
Tell me what you want. What you really, really want.
I mean, yeah.
Got a boy Mitchin. That's a K-pop reference.
K-pop works too. K-pop's fine. Go for K-pop if you want.
Okay. Anyways,
That
Thank
was
you,
a
guys.
little interlude. Where would you guys like to go now?
North.
Goal break. That's what I want to do. I'm gonna go and use the restroom real quick.
Yeah, that's fair.
Ah,
I'm gonna clear this
Riff?
so you guys can see. So,
a door.
go Ro, go.
where would you like to go?
Go, Ro, go. Go, Ro, go.
I'm going. Oh, is someone? No, it's not. I'm going to have Cheddar move
Mhm.
into that room now that we're over here.
Oh,
Gonna
down
have
the
him
far
go.
end of the hallway.
Yeah. I'll look.
Okay.
I'll see what his little eyes see. I'll look through his eyes.
Okay. This room's east wall is bare stone, carvings of dwarves battling giants and orcs and other things adorn this wall. Um, a statue of a dwarf warrior, axe raised, stands in the middle of the room.
Oh, everything's so much bigger. I guess I should get used to this, but kind of weird. There's just a room full of like paintings and a statue down this way. Her eyes go back. Oh,
All right.
I'm tall again.
All right. Cool. Do we want to check down this little hallway first?
Sure.
You're the one who's been leading so far. I
All right.
trust you.
Well, I appreciate that. All right. I'll sneak up this hallway then.
Okay. Is everybody going or is it just Bishop?
I'll go with.
Okay.
I'm talking to Ember.
All right. When you
I feel
guys
like I haven't seen you for a while.
go down this hallway, you guys, a ghostly image appears on the floor. It is an image that you both see of Gable on the floor, body kind of bent, broken, skull cracked open, brain non there, and he's twitching on the ground, drool coming out of his mouth. And just when you think that that's all it is its head like turns up and looks at both of you, and then like looks, and then eyes shift over to you, Bishop, and says,
Mhm.
"You should have let me die." You both see
Is-
it.
Gable is going to take off the bracers of celerity.
Okay.
And as he does, there's this shift in his body language as he puts them in his pack and then fishes around in his pack for something that he was trying not to use
Mhm.
as he pulls the fell blade out and puts it back in his belt.
Okay.
I'm going to kill that mind flayer.
Yeah, yeah. Well, yeah. Okay. Uh, is this ghost still here? This vision?
It kind of like goes away and then it appears again
Okay. Oh crap! What did Bronson do? He
in
did
repeating fashion.
some myrrh and frankincense and sage, and then he said "Yol." Can I make a religion check to try and banish this thing?
Yeah, sure.
Here we go. 8.
8.
No, wait. Yes. Oh, oh, oh.
Bless.
Thank you. Yes. Oh,
Um.
No, I mean we have bless.
Well,
Is
bless
that
oh,
does that
is
work?
oh.
well, it's checks
Uh,
only, unfortunately. Or it's
uh,
not checks. Guidance covers checks,
just
but
just attacks. Oh god.
text
Oh.
and saving throws.
Never mind.
I
I
no,
can't do that.
I will let you attempt it at advantage because you are of a holy bent.
Hey,
So
I
I'll give you
appreciate
one
that.
more shot at this.
10.
God damn, my man.
Hey, I don't like it any better than you do.
Yeah, that's true.
Sid has the sage. You're missing part of it.
Ah, yes. Go away.
uh,
He doesn't light it. He just holds it in his hand and shoos.
Kind of just try to dust it away.
Gable is going to kneel down, so he is eye level with this version of him.
mm-hmm.
Maybe you're right. Maybe he should have. But he didn't. Which means that I get to come after the bitch who did that to me.
And it doesn't have any other words for you.
Hmm.
It's just, spooky, creepy thing here.
Shall we?
Yeah. Forward or back?
Oh, let's go forward. I'm feeling fine.
Okay. We go forward a little bit.
Gable's a little like extra smiley. I feel fine.
Yeah.
Everything's fine.
Cool. Yep. I'm also good.
Okay, you've
Not
got
disturbed.
you've got 2 doors here.
All right. Let's do the side door.
Okay.
I would like to check it for traps.
Go ahead.
All right.
Can I give the help action for this?
Sure.
I have advantage. Already.
Okay, never mind.
Sorry.
No, it's fine. I was feeling helpful for once.
22.
Okay, that's pretty good. It does not appear to be trapped.
All right. I will open it up.
There we go. All right, let me. All right. This room. The floor is covered with broken pedestals, shattered glass, and dust. A headless skeleton rests against the smashed displays. The north wall has collapsed, opening into a larger room.
Do you think Bronson's done making Hydra chops?
Possibly.
We should go get everybody. I thought maybe this would be like a little storage room,
Yes.
but there's a bigger room over there. I think we should go together as a team.
I agree.
Well, hang on.
All right.
Don't go anywhere.
Ooh.
In this room, this tiny little room, you see the image of a elderly dwarf in like priestly vestments, kind of like wandering from the wall and like out through the wall. He looks like he's completely in shock, gripping a battle axe that is just stained with and like dripping purple ichor as he just like doesn't seem to notice you, is just walks through the wall and out the other wall. And then a little bit later he appears and does it again.
I don't think I can banish these guys. Let's go get Let's go get Bronson.
It's a good idea. This is definitely getting more creepy by the moment.
Mm-hmm. Purple ichor is my least favorite.
Hmm.
All right. You guys go back and get Bronson. You walk past brainless Gable on the floor.
Ugh.
So it's talking to Ember. So are you enjoying your time on the material plane? I don't really get to talk to you. I know Red Soot gets to talk to you, just not me.
I want to say at this point, you guys all come back. Bronson, were you cutting up Hydra? Is that what you were up to?
Old Hydra meat. Oh no.
All right, all right.
It's
You
like
should grab a tooth.
it's like street iguana, dude. That's rough.
All right, all
Yes,
right.
street iguana.
Should we take it
Texture
for
we all
material?
know.
Should we take it for materials though? Like get a tooth?
Sure. Take a little trophy.
Okay, I take a tooth.
Okay.
I'll
Bronson
have
goes
to
full
Ah.
redneck. I need
I'll
all
take
6
its
heads
eye.
mounted.
Oh.
All
I'll
right.
just sort of
I
pop
got it.
out one of the eyes just for fun. Why not?
Sure. All right. You guys all have Hydra bits.
We'll write that down.
When you guys head down this hallway, Soot and Bronson, you see that same image that we were just talking about. The
Oh,
image of Gable on the ground, body twisted, bent, skull cracked open, brain removed, drooling, twitching, and then again, its head kind of like turns up and it looks at both of you, and its eyes dart between the two of you and says, "You should have let me die."
what is that?
Oh yeah, sorry. Should have warned you about that.
And then
nothing really
and
to
then
worry
it
about.
like it fades and then it appears again and does the same thing.
Bronson, can you make that go away? I
I
tried.
understand what the problem is. It's not that surprising anymore.
Like a cat in a
Gross.
spray bottle. I'm like, I immediately pull out the holy water. I'm like, where the power of Shanti compels you.
The moment you pull out the spray bottle, Gable just gets a little like amped. Like, don't do it. Don't do it.
You in a very similar fashion to
Hold up.
Yeah.
DM.
Mhm.
If I consecrate my bamboo,
Yeah, sure.
oh yeah, I'm gonna super soak this hoe.
It's weird because it's an image of me, but you know what? It's fine.
Yeah, you are
I'm not even Squirtle. I am a full blown grown ass Blastoise.
yes, you are. Hydro pump all over Gable's nearby on the
Yes,
ground.
Bronson cast hydro pump.
It's super effective.
And in a similar fashion to what happened with the dwarf zombie, same kind of a thing, same feeling too, as though the putting this thing like to rest and having it removed. Same thing. So not necessarily tied to Gable, but a sort of a haunting, just pulling from, I guess, stressful nearby memories. A thing that phantasms and things are known to be able to do. So you have successfully put this haunting here to rest.
Drenched it.
Mm-hmm.
Bronson?
Yes.
What are these things? What is happening here?
Really bad stuff happened here, Soot. I can only imagine that whenever the mind flayers did come through here, it wasn't a pretty sight. There's a lot of tough energy here, kid.
Are we gonna have to like find their corpses and put them to rest?
Unfortunately, most we never find. If we're lucky, we may find a few.
Okay. I got the sage. I'm here to help.
Good job.
Oh, there's another one in the next room over, but he has an axe with purple ichor dripping off of it.
I think it's
Oh.
Icker.
Oh, that's just a regional dialect. That's all.
Oh,
Oh.
my bad.
In
Luck
Lufkin, we say
Fuskin.
ichor.
I'm gonna walk in very Ghostbusters style to interact with this ghost
hmm
in the library.
Yeah. Well, there he is. On the
It,
ceiling.
it looks just normal dwarven.
Yeah. He is in vestments of Dumathoin, and he doesn't seem to clock you here. He seems like he's in like a time loop. He looks completely like shocked,
Yeah.
like shell shocked almost, carrying this battle axe, and the edge of it is just dripping with this purple ichor from the small interaction and the damage you dealt to the mind flayer you fought. Purple
Yeah.
ichor or ichor, depending on where you're from, is dripping off of this thing as it's, and it just, and he's just again like not aware of his surroundings, just in shock, just kind of walking from one wall through the room and then out the other
Yeah.
wall.
I'll motion for Sit to come up next to me. This is the kind of thing that happens when there's a lot of tough energy.
Hmm. Poor
Let's
people.
let's give them the rest they deserve.
Okay.
And I'm gonna go with the holy
Shorty.
water.
Here comes the actual. I love it. Commitment to that bit.
Mm-hmm.
Look at that. All right, you with the sage and the holy
Smells
water
so good.
are able to put this third haunting to rest. And you can see
Looking around, is that axe anywhere to be found?
you do not see it. No. You will be able to peer through though and see here to the north into this room. Up here. There's a P.
All right, let's go see what that creepy room is.
Okay. So, first off, put that there and I'll explain before. Don't freak out. I'll explain.
All right.
Okay.
Um,
Don't forget. Don't forget.
I'll explain. Hang on. So the room has a hallway, or to the north, with 2 rows of standing sarcophagi on either side. Each sarcophagus lid bears a carving of a resting priest, and a 10-foot tall armored figure with dwarf-like features is patrolling this room. This clay golem.
Okay.
What?
We do.
Yeah.
I'm actually going to look to Bronson. Just
I'm
say,
also, yeah.
You've spoken with earth elementals previously.
I would tell
Yeah.
you that you would know without a doubt that this is a construct, not an elemental.
Mm-hmm. Well,
So not necessarily sentient, usually created for a purpose. More than likely this one seems to be a guardian.
mm. Can I try?
Of course.
Okay. Soot like peeks her head in the room, and so the Duragard who lived here, would they, or the beings that had this temple, what language would I assume that they spoke?
Dwarven.
Dwarven. Okay. In Dwarvish, Soot says into the room, "Hail, fair golem! Are you protecting this room?"
It will, like, obviously it clocks your voice and it turns and it kind of looks at you. And It does resemble like an armored dwarf, this
Mhm.
thing. And it doesn't attack you or anything immediately, but it also does not give any kind of response.
Okay. Can I clock the symbol? Is that how it works in D&D? They have a symbol on their head.
No, it's not like
Hmm.
this is not Full Metal Alchemist or anything, but
Oh.
but it. I mean, obviously, this whole thing has been very Dumathoin
Mm-hmm.
based, so.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And you can see that it is very clearly walking back and forth in front
Mhm.
of these rows of sarcophagi, which again, that you can see have, what did I say, 14?
Yeah.
14 sarcophagi, which
Yeah.
you can also tell from here, they're also, each one is slightly different, looking like a dwarven priest, presumably the one that's interred inside.
Okay. Soot is going to. Okay. Soot is going to say, well, I only have one more shot at this, and if we don't need to go past this guy, then this might not work, but it's good to check, right? And she is going to cast Locate Object for the other piece of the obelisk.
Sure. It is not coming from this room.
Mm-hmm.
And looking at it, was it 1,000 feet?
Correct.
Yeah, it's in the opposite direction, to the east from where you are currently.
Okay.
Mm.
Okay. It's not in this room, so do we need to go into these tombs, or should we like consecrate these grounds?
It seems, I will say too, minus this broken piece of wall here, most of
Mm,
this room, all of it seems to be relatively undisturbed.
yeah.
Mm.
Hard for a mind flayer to attack a golem, perhaps.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm just saying, if the bodies are attached to the spirits, Bronson, do you think we should do it here, or?
Yeah, let's
I
give him one last rites here.
Okay. I'm gonna just if somebody wants to come with me while he's doing that, I don't really have the spell for that long, so I'm gonna um walk a little bit and see if I can get a better hang on where this thing is.
It does not appear to be moving either.
Yeah.
So it seems to be perfectly stationary.
Mm.
Okay.
And I mean, you're able to tell, where it is within 1,000 feet. So you
Yeah.
have a general idea that it's maybe like, I don't know, was this 250 feet due
Okay.
east from your current position? Like
Like exactly
almost
east?
exactly
Yeah.
east from where you are.
Okay.
Um,
Okay.
so I wouldn't worry too much about that.
Okay.
I also will
right.
say, if you want to provide the rites from in the kind of outside room, these
Mhm.
sarcophagi do seem undisturbed. So for what it's worth, those are probably at rest. There was again in the room you were just in, the little hallway there, a headless skeleton that was kind of against the remains there, presumably the one who you just put to rest.
Okay.
Okay. So we did it.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
Also,
let's move on then.
I would like one of you to roll me. Somebody pick somebody to roll me a percentile. One of you roll a percentile.
I got it. 40.
Okay. Okay. All right. I would like you to roll me another percentile.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
Okay.
repeat?
No, this is not a trinket. This
Mhm.
is something interesting that I'm trying based on a stupid joke that I've made for myself.
Oh, good.
70.
Okay. Interesting. Okay. So you guys don't know, but this room that you happen to be in right here is called the reliquary. That's the name of the room. So I said, why don't I have you roll on the good side of it and see what comes up? So you did.
Oh.
And you rolled a good, it was good. And it was a good thing. So what you find inside here is a 4th level spell scroll.
Ooh.
I don't know what it is yet, but we can figure this out. You've got 2 casters capable of casting 4th level spells.
Mm.
You both have a similar kind of nature of how your spells work. So I will let you two, Robert, LB, I'll let you figure out what you want it to be, whether you want it to be a druid spell, whether you want it to be a cleric spell. Let me
Take it, LB.
All right. So there
Oh
you
my
go.
God.
Pick a 4th level spell that you're capable of casting.
Okay.
Have that as a freebie version of whatever that might be for whenever you need it.
Yeah,
Okay.
make it go boom.
It'll also
Make it go boom.
It won't have any material components or anything. They'll be part of the scroll. So whatever it is, if it's like something that requires something expensive,
Mm-hmm.
there you go.
Okay. I will look at this.
Yeah, don't worry about it for now. Unless it
Mm.
comes up in this session
Yeah.
and we need to figure it out, then we'll figure it out then. So funerary rites provided from a safe distance for the dwarf with the head missing here in this room. Seemingly, it sounds like leaving the golem to its protective duties, leaving the sarcophagi undisturbed, and then heading down the other hallway, I assume.
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
All right. You've got some doors.
All right. We'll look at this first door on the right.
It is not trapped.
You told me that I know that there's a secret door there?
The one that
Or
is
no?
up. Yeah, I said that one is there. You know that it's there.
Okay. Okay.
But there's this freebie, not secret door here first.
Yeah.
Yes.
I want to do that freebie, not secret door first.
Okay.
There's a guy.
Yeah. The walls of this room are carved with images of open books. The pages of each are filled with cramped writing. A simple sarcophagus is carved with the image of an older male dwarf holding a quill and a book. To the east, a metal lever built into the wall stands in the up position. A frail gnome, his shoulders bent with age, ponders the lever.
Hey, buddy.
And he turns around and he goes, "Oh, well, what are you doing here? I didn't think anybody came down here anymore. Also, thank you. Maybe you can get me out of here. I've been trapped here."
Really?
"Yes. My name is
Okay.
Riverbedell."
Oh, River Bedell. Well, it
Mm.
is a pleasure to meet you. I'm gonna stand between him and the lever.
Okay. That's kind of weird. You're right between me and that lever. It's a really calculated move, it seems.
What are you doing down here?
Well, I'm coming down here to do research.
For what?
Well, I'm a bit of an adventurer. At least I was until a couple of weeks ago.
Oh, you've been here for weeks?
Well, about a week. I was much younger when I came here, and let me tell you, I can barely walk now.
Oh.
I'm a bit of a historian, and I recently, not that long ago, converted to Dumathoin as my particular deity of
Oh.
choice. I've traveled here through a secret underdark passage down by that pool of water and managed to swim by those creatures.
Wow.
But I was much younger, you see. I heard that there's a copy of the hidden gemstone somewhere inside this tomb. It's supposed to be the great history written by Thorgrin Ironquill, the historian of all supposedly Dumathoin's works. I came here seeking it out, uh, and just to study it and read of all of this information of my deity. But
Mm-hmm.
I was trying to record. I found copies of it. I was recording it, and I was checking one of the passages further north, and ghosts. They came out, and I ran away, but just staring at them aged me greatly.
Oh,
Now I
well,
can
that's not good.
barely walk. My movement speed's
Oh,
only 15 feet, and I can't take reactions.
oh my gosh, that sounds awful.
No.
Well, we're gonna be getting out of here. We have to finish doing something, but maybe we can look for the book for you, and then we'll walk you out or carry you out.
Sure.
Bronson's very strong.
I don't think you're going to be able. I don't think I'm going to be able to swim back through. I also think that kind of
Probably
closed off.
not.
But I'll take
Yeah.
whatever help you're given.
Okay. Well, why don't you not be in this room? Because it seems like it did something bad. Those guys are the Hydra you're talking about?
Yes, it's scary. I was very sneaky.
You,
I was much more
yeah,
limber
we
back
tried.
then.
We tried to sneak past it. It did not work, but it is dead now, so
Oh,
you don't have to worry
that's-
about that.
That's good, but I don't think I could swim very fast. I'd mostly be
No,
floating.
there's another exit that we walked in. So
All right, well, that sounds much more my speed nowadays. I have a picture of him, by the way. Let me put him on the screen.
Oh, let's see his picture.
Soot reaches out and tries to touch him. Is he real?
He is real.
Okay.
This is what he looks like. He's up on stream.
Oh,
He's like Indiana Jones,
Oh.
but just much older now. He was an adventuring historian, so
this man was a red mage. Oh,
so he says, "Well, I appreciate all the help you're in theory gonna give me. Let me tell you what I know from what I've been able to gather while I'm down here. Maybe it'll be of use to you."
Okay.
Well, I copied pretty much as I could of He of the Hidden Gemstone, but I can't really make out the last half because my hands were so shaky from being so old.
You are very old.
I am very old, even for a gnome. Somewhere, just so you know, I've learned from reading through Thorgrin's text that somewhere in here is a large emerald.
Ooh.
And I would love to be able to. It's supposedly impossible to break, but possible to chip off pieces of it. And I was hoping to recover a chip of this emerald as a relic and return it to other Dumathonian worshippers before I die.
I don't think that makes much sense, though.
Well, nobody else is coming down here. It's haunted.
Yeah, it is. It really is.
There
not
are
anymore.
This is not the only group of Dumathonian priests. There are others in other places. I'm an example of one.
Yeah.
Nobody else is coming in here. They thought I was crazy.
Do you have a gemmy?
A what?
She like points to a gem. You know they have those
Oh,
like gems.
No.
A tallywhacker, a Johnson.
No. I meant the gem, not like yours, like a real one.
No. I'm a recent convert, so no.
Okay. Well,
what else?
we'll keep an eye out for that. But if you wanna, to stay in this area, and she like motions to the hallway, then we can take you out when we leave.
All right. Well, let me tell you some more things that I have. Like it might be of use to you.
Yes, please.
So you told me you did with the Hydra, which is great. We love that.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I believe that the emerald is hidden somewhere within the inner sanctum. That kind of fits Dumathoin lore, a secret gem under the mountain down further in. So I imagine that's where it is. So this lever, I can't get it to move. I've tried. I mean, I know I'm old, but I've tried to pull on this lever and I can't get it to move. I believe that there's some sort of gear mechanism that I don't quite understand, but I believe it's connected to another lever somewhere else in here that probably needs to be pulled at the same time to work.
Mm. Ah. Well, we'll keep looking, and if we find it, we'll shout and let you know.
And did you know that this was supposedly invaded by mind flayers many years ago?
That we did
Mm-hmm.
hear,
I
yeah.
believe that's why there's so many restless undead and haunting creatures here.
Yeah.
I
Okay, Grandpa.
I
Well,
don't
we're gonna.
have the
Okay.
capabilities, but I wish I could do something to lay these spirits to rest, but sadly, that is not in my power to do so.
That's okay. Bronson is doing that already.
Oh, good for you, sir.
Has divine sense. Is
I'm
he
sure.
undead?
He's not undead.
All right.
With my passive insight of 20, is there any other red flags other than he just enjoys rambling a little bit?
He's just an old man. He was not an old man. He was an adventurous gnome that
Yeah.
became elderly inadvertently, and really
Sure.
just seems like he was coming here to gather the history of the great dwarven historian and priest Thorgrim Ironquill. And the book, his he of the hidden gemstones, has become more fable than history at this point. And he was hoping to find it so that he could share it with others, because this place has been like nobody comes here because it's supposedly haunted and it's not a way to get here. So he was like, I'll swim in through the Underdark. No one's tried that. And then it didn't go well for him when he got here and dealt with some ghosts.
He confirmed it wasn't natural aging.
Oh, he confirmed it was ghosts that like stared at him and prematurely aged him up to this point.
Okay. Well, good information.
And that was in here?
That was in here.
Mm.
He will tell you that he ran into those ghosts in the general's tomb, which he will tell you is to the far north, through the room that you saw at the end of the hallway, through that door.
Okay.
Well, I can't guarantee this will work, but would you like to try to gain your youth back?
Oh, if that's possible.
All right, whippersnapper, let's see what we can do. And I'm going to begin casting Lesser Restoration.
You try, unfortunately, a horrifying visage from a ghost. I will stop it so you don't have to spend the spell slot, but only works with a greater restoration spell and only if cast within 24 hours of the transformation happening. He was aged 120 years since he came down here.
So
You
let me
don't-
tell
he
you
doesn't
about
know the
trying
number.
to find the wish spell.
Yeah, basically. Yeah,
Hey,
he doesn't know how much, but I will tell you mechanically it was 120 years. And I mean, gnomes live to like 500, so you don't know how old he was when he came down, but he's looking pretty old right now.
Try to pull the lever.
It doesn't move.
All right. Well,
It's like, I told you.
hey.
I
Trust
knew
me,
you were
verify.
You were intrigued by that lever. The moment you stepped in
I
between
love
me
a
and it.
lever. Well, as soon as you were just
Lever, lever.
So
we're gonna avoid the general's quarters. There's a secret door, so we're gonna check the secret door and see if we can find the thing that we came here to find, and the gem and the book, and then we'll come back for you.
Well, part of the. Let me just tell you this one last thing.
Okay.
When I went
Mhm.
into the general's room,
Mm-hmm.
what I thought was strange, which didn't make much sense to me.
Mm-hmm.
I read on the outside it said the general, kind of in dwarven, but the sarcophagi was much larger than a dwarven sarcophagi should be.
Ooh.
And he points to Bishop. He says, "It looks like it might have fit someone like you."
Ooh.
Oh hell no!
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh. Hmm. Well.
Well, I didn't really get to look. I went inside,
Mm-hmm.
and
Yeah.
then the ghosts.
Yeah. Did
But it
it
was
look
just
Then
much
the
bigger.
ghosts.
Ambrosian in its nature?
Architecture?
He
Yeah.
goes, "Actually, yes."
Great. Okay. We don't have to go in that room.
Brosian
We do.
Flayer.
Great. Why don't we do that last?
But what if it's something that could help us?
But what if it's something that could kill us?
Look at that sweet, darling, little innocent smile upon Bishop's face. Don't you think any amount of danger is worth it just to satisfy that little grin?
He's like, "I don't know. I just met him, but it seems like it."
Okay. I was more directed to my companions, but thank you for your 2 cents.
Yeah, we're all just talking. We're all just having a good time. I thought we were just having a good
Are
time.
we? Are
I'm
we?
just, actually, we
These
do
get
have
back-
someone. We have someone here who would do really well in being aged. In that they probably can't be aged. And she motions to Gable.
What kind of?
What?
What are you?
What
I'm
are you?
complicated.
Mm.
Anyways, we'll figure it out. Don't you worry about it. Are you hungry?
I have no food or water. Yes, I'm very
Oh
hungry.
my gosh!
Oh, here, let us
Bronson!
get some water out of this bamboo for
yeah.
you.
I begin whipping up a feast with the ingredients that I have. I would say we're probably in the like 5-star ham sandwich territory here with maybe
Spam.
left. Yeah. Those spam buns that we tore up at PAX for you. That's what we're going for,
Mhm.
baby.
Oh, I love it.
Scrambled eggs and spam.
Mm, mm.
Mm.
So we'll whip him up a feast. I'll unravel him a Werther's. You guys want to all take a short rest right here while we
Yeah,
prepare
you
this
guys,
man's a
you're-
meal?
He is like, "Oh my
Like the
god,"
hard candy Werthers, right?
and he's like, "This is the
Yeah.
best food I've ever had."
But about you saying I'm gonna unravel him a Werther's. Really
He's like, "I don't
You'll
know.
appreciate these with your age.
I do. I really do. You
You
all are. You're something else. A sight for some old sore eyes. Let me tell you."
So we'll sit and have tea and talk with for a little while.
Yeah.
A short rest?
Yeah.
Yes.
Gable? Short rest?
Yes, I would very much appreciate one.
Well,
Mhm.
we all know warlocks get their spell slots back on a short rest.
Of
Yeah.
course, we all know this.
Mm-hmm. And it's like, even I know this. I don't know why we're talking about this out loud, but it's all right.
Hell shit. What do we want to do, guys? Do we want to go and push in after we get this man
Secret
fed?
door! Secret door, please!
I agree. We should open the other two doors in this hallway
Yeah.
first.
All right.
But I
well,
also want to go into the.
here you go.
general's
Secret
room.
door. It leads to nothing because you don't have the thing spun.
Ah,
It's the same as the other secret door. Doesn't lead anywhere.
man. There's two
Damn it.
P4s, and that's not fun.
Uh-huh.
All right. To the left, then?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do it. Let's do it.
Hang on. Let me get over there.
Gable,
Okay.
you go first.
Oh,
Why does
Well,
my
I can't take
what is happening?
120 years. I don't even know how long I'm supposed to live.
Sure, let me be the test dummy. Great, of course.
Well,
No, no.
She
I
stopped.
have my use.
All
I
right.
have a purpose.
Images of the temple of Talhundereth adorn the walls of this crypt. A sarcophagus in this room bears the carved image of a dwarf woman wearing a large ring.
Hello?
It's a sarcophagus in this room.
Oh, yeah.
Uh,
Ghosts were mentioned. So.
mhm.
Oh, that's up a ways.
Oh, right.
This would just let's not open the sarcophagus.
Well, we came all
When
this way, and now we're not going to
when
open it.
That would be
you
rude.
when you push into this room, Gable, the sarcophagi slides open, and you watch as the skeleton of this dwarf kind of arises. You can see the big ring on the finger. You can see the gemstone in the middle of the rib cage. I'd like you to make a religion check.
Can only him?
Well, he's here, so yeah, only him.
That is minus 16.
Okay. I will say that with you kind of seeing everything that's happened, while it's not from the most sincere of places, given everything, what you get the feeling that potentially uh, invoking the name of Dumathoin in the presence of this skeleton may be of a benefit for you.
We mean you no harm. We honor the burial rites of those who follow Dumathoin.
When you invoke the name of Dumathoin, it stops kind of approaching you in any sort of offensive way and just kind of stands down. And that's all you see in the room, other than this skeleton, the big ol' honking ring on it. The ring has it's like a cameo, if that makes sense, with of a dwarf face, golden ring, and then like a kind of onyx backing with like a white kind of cameo face on it.
Can you understand what I'm saying?
It doesn't seem to acknowledge you beyond the mention of Dumathoin. You also see that kind of there's a lot of like iconography and things around this wall. The number 14 is mentioned a bunch.
14.
Mm-hmm.
Do we, guys, do we know anything about a number 14? Do I know anything about a number 14 with the
It's not a prime number.
I will let you make
True.
in.
Very good.
No,
Ooh.
let's make an intelligence check, sure.
anything but intelligent? What about a religion?
Sure. It's really well, just give me the
Gracious.
intelligence anyway. Let's just see.
Gracious.
That was a 10, even if it was just a intelligence check. Because the DC on this was quite literally
that was a-
2. That you were you were in the room looking into that area with the clay golem where there was 14 sarcophagi.
Council of 14. Are all of them, are they all sealed and this one is
This is separate. There
open?
were 14 there, and this one would be separate from that. So currently, this is separate, but for some reason, this one seems to be, I guess, more grandiose, if you will, as opposed to the other ones. For whatever, this has a more special significance. This sarcophagi.
Could I make oh, actually no, never mind. That was gonna be a dumb
Cool.
question.
Cool story, bro.
Listen.
I say in Dwarvish, "You may rest, fair lady."
And you haven't entered the room or anything, so she
Mm.
just kind of like seeing nobody, providing any sort of potential threat. She makes her way back to her sarcophagi.
Thumbs up to Gable.
Thank you.
Okay, next door.
I think we leave this.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, she seems very important.
Sure. Yeah. The 15th of 14.
It's like a pirate thing.
All right.
Anyways, what's in
Mhm.
P11?
As you guys move down
Yeah.
to that area, in this area, let's see, what is my haunting gonna be for here?
I'll go first. I haven't been haunted yet.
Okay.
Oh, now you're gonna go first?
Well, this room isn't haunted. Obviously, it's open. I've
Totally
seen this
not.
room.
All right, well, this is perfect then. You have this, all of a sudden, you're hit. You don't see anything in this room. You're hit with a nagging suspicion that mind flayers are currently invading some sacred or secret place important to you. And because this is the suggestion and it's perfect, such as your childhood home.
Oh my god. You guys, we have to go.
Why?
What's wrong?
Mind flayers are attacking my house. She grabs Gable. Mind flayers are attacking my house. My parents, they don't know what they're gonna do.
In the flailing, like my arm like dislocates. Like, oh damn it! Listen, let's sit and think about this.
As you all enter the room, you will all be hit with this concept of mind flayers invading some secret place that's important to your character. LB's was easy. I'm gonna let you guys tell me what your secret place that you feel is now currently under assault by mind flayers at the moment. You don't have to tell me. Your character feels as though that's happening, however you choose to express that. LB,
mine would definitely be like failing, like Leyland just getting like Walking Dead, just overwhelmed. But it's like we're getting hit by the fast zombies instead of the slow ones.
The worst kind.
No.
Yeah, this is
28 years
some.
later.
Oh God, yeah, it's
Ooh.
just, and we're getting the Walking Dead theme with it, while it's just, and it's the dog pile, like they just all rush on Bronson at the same time before it just piled up and over.
So, and again, like I said, I imagine this is basically kind of almost like a dumbfounded look. Soots is exactly how I expected. Like, we need to go save my parents.
Mhm.
However, Gable and Bishop want, like, whatever the outward look of this is, that's up to you. And again, you all are hit with this at the same time. So once we get through how everybody's acting, we'll figure out how we're going to break away from this kind of. But it's all as soon as you enter into this room, because you guys hear her say this, then you walk into the room and then you're hit with it too.
But why would mind flayers attack the best bakery in Luskin?
What do you mean? I said my parents' house.
No.
My house.
Yes, but no. Okay. No. Look. They used to throw out like day old bread, and it was really it was good. You know, because it had that nice crust to it. No.
What does this have to do with my parents' house?
No.
What?
It doesn't.
Okay.
Okay.
I think it's in our minds again. Because I am currently thinking of a very specific table at a very specific bar in Baldur's Gate.
This is no time for drinking, Gable.
My vision would fade very quickly because I'm still wearing the ring of mind
Oh, that's
shielding.
true. All right, then go ahead. Then fair. So this is like an instant before your eyes, I will say, and then you can break everybody from this with your ceremony that you've been doing to sanctify this location.
Yo. Yeah, immediately realizing that this is horse shit. It's trying to play our own worst fears against us. I will consecrate this room. I will set the small flower statue in the center of the room of Shantae, and it's going to take that white rose form. So you're going to get the good smell of a rose garden in between here. And I'm smudging and holy watering, since Soot can't help me at the moment now and is seeing her worst fears. I'm doing double time until I can finish up going around the four corners of this room.
All right. As you are doing this and everybody is being broken out of it, you watch as this is happening, as what started as these four kind of dwarven skeletons that were starting to kind of awaken in this room, seemingly watching you do this and providing kind of the respect that you're providing, immediately just kind of stand down.
Yo.
You can see they have those gemstones in their chests. And they stand down, and you hear like what was essentially a door starting to open, the door to the west, just like start to open and then stop. Actually, you know what?
Oh.
Let's have it open,
Mhm.
and then in the process of you doing this, it will stop. And
What was
inside
that?
this room, you will see a dwarven skeleton that was looking to approach, and there are 14 other tombs in here. These ones, as you can see, not as ornate. These are just stone slabs. And they were like gearing up to join the fight with these other dwarves in this room. And when the rites were performed, the haunting removed, your minds are your own.
Oh.
And they all seem to stand down.
Whoa. That was really weird. Sorry.
No.
No, it's fine.
Order your forces like you order your thoughts, with no room for chaos to fester. Thank you, Bronson.
Yes, thank you, Bronson.
And at this point, when you guys are like doing this, you'll
Thank
hear
our
from
ancestors.
down the hallway, I forgot to tell you something.
Okay.
Yes?
And he goes, I didn't think about it till you were talking about that lever. It took me a minute to come around. I saw another lever in the general's tomb. And then hear the door shut. That's it. Good luck. He shuts the door.
Ate a good berry instead of cussing.
I love good old Rivibidivy.
Okay, so I guess we have to go into the general's tomb.
Oh, darn.
He pushes
I'm
past.
not going first ever again. I'm just gonna put that out there.
Well, time to make glorious action. I say, Bronson, could we get a bless before we go in?
Goddamn right you can.
Whew.
And I only have one instance of it as a bonus action, correct?
Correct.
So this will be a...
I think I'll have to, let me read my notes, but I'm going to say one right now while I think about it, and then I'm going to read my notes and tell you in a second here. Where's my Brosian Empire weapons document. Oh, here it is. Brosian Empire items. Proficiency bonus times per day. Robert. So
Ooh.
3 times.
Let's go. Yole time, baby.
Ooh.
You could
Yo.
save that for another time and just do normal bless, and then we could just wait 6 seconds and then go in.
This is preserving spell slots, baby.
Ooh,
Yeah.
preserve
That's where
them
this is
spell
at.
slots, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, hell yeah. And then on 3, or should I just go in? Should we pull the lever?
No. You can't age 120 years.
Well,
You will die. You're human.
Just let me go in first, and we'll see what happens.
Here's the deal, Soot. My knees already feel 140 years.
Wait, how old are you?
Doesn't matter. Old enough to get the job done. Yo!
Wait, no, hold
I
on,
go in.
hold on. No, the math
Alright.
there. We said
the
120
man.
years is how much you would old, or you would age.
You would old.
You said 140. I mean, it is a verb in some way.
I
shape, or
said
form.
my knees feel like 140.
But
That's
that would
why he
imply
has the
they're
copper in his
currently
box.
20 years old.
No. How old? But aren't you already like?
Anyway.
You know what? And I'm not gonna finish that.
Yo! I am
Carefully.
gone. I am.
Yes. You enter into this room.
All right, here we
And
go.
you can see in this room there are 2 smaller sarcophagi and 1 larger human sized sarcophagi in the middle of this room. And unlike these other kind of stouter, sarcophagi that you've seen, this one again taller and carved with 2 sets of symbols. You see the dwarven runes of Talhund and the stylized griffin crest of the Brosian Empire. And you see carved in dwarven script along the outside of this. It says, let me find his name. Here lies Aurelius Dawnforge, who fought beneath our halls when all hope was lost. In Dumathoin's grace, he is bound to us in eternal rest. May the secrets of his valor never fade. And strangely enough, as they all appear, these ghosts, seeing both
salute.
Bronson and Bishop wearing a dwarf with a Brosian Empire adorned human enter into this room, salute, and disappear. And you watch as that sarcophagus of the human slides off to the side. You see in that skeleton, the human skeleton, an amethyst stone in the middle of his chest. Granted the utmost grace and honor of a Dumathoin priest, and interred with him, amidst old, long either pilfered, forgotten, or gone pieces of armor, scraps of clothing, there is one singular item that floats up and out and settles on the floor between the two of you. And it is a glowing golden morning star where the head is in the shape of a griffin. And then the sarcophagus shuts.
At ease.
Oh, that was clever. Well done.
I want to investigate this
Morningstar?
Yeah.
Sure. Well, that's still got some time. All right, cool. So, this in maybe something that some people probably wouldn't, just assumptions have been made a lot, I feel like, as a general rule of the Brosians. But this Aurelius Dawnforge was, in fact, a Brosian war priest. So, I rolled ahead of time to figure out if this was going to be a war priest or a general. We got war priest.
Let's
So,
go.
there was either a sword or a morning star in here. We got morning star. So,
Let's go.
the morning star, if you so attune to it, the morning star itself is a +1 morning star.
Let's go.
It grants the morning star's weapon mastery property to the person who wields it, the ability to use that. And on a critical hit, does a burst of 2d6 radiant damage to all hostile creatures within 10 feet of the creature struck.
Big y'all.
Now, with this being the third piece of said set that you would have at this point, we'll just go through the process of insta attuning this so you can move on and pull the lever, because I know Jake really wants to pull that lever.
Call me Krunk.
Your armor that you wear transforms into +1 full plate armor.
Yo!
The bless you cast from your holy symbol is now cast at 2nd level, so you can include yourself in the bless.
Hashtag blessed.
And you can choose to either have the morning star become a +2 morning star, or your holy symbol be a +2 holy symbol.
Ooh. Ooh.
That DC baby.
That's your choice.
Yeah, I mean, definitely have to do the symbol. Just
Fair. That is more than fair.
more bang for the buck. More gas, more go.
All good. All right. Well, that's that. There is a lever. He was right. You do need to pull both levers at the same time.
Well, somebody, I guess, should go back and pull the other lever.
Okay. I got it.
I will
Chomp, chomp, chomp,
absolutely
chomp, chomp.
accompany Soot and not let her go by herself.
I
That's
just sit
alright, I
there
got
just
room.
going.
Even though she's perfectly capable of Bronson, it's got to get his shield out there.
Thank you.
Oh.
She gets there and she's like, okay, on 3. 1, 2, 3.
All right.
Please don't flood the cavern. Please don't flood.
That would be. Haha, you guys fell for this super secret trap. Pulling both
Yeah.
levers.
You guys fell for this Dark Souls-esque trap.
Oh,
All right.
those are the Zelda dungeons I grew up with.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. So, pulling both levers at the same time will rotate this central chamber,
Ooh.
which is on a rotation mechanism, which you'll hear the of the thing rotating and then locking into place, now allowing your secret doors to actually be doors.
Ooh.
Wow.
So,
Well, how about that?
Wow.
Soot peeks her
Really?
head out. What happened?
I don't know. I heard a noise.
Oh, I will like walk out, walk past the secret door, kind of like glance in and go, oh, there's a door. There's a door. There's a thing.
There's a real door. I run over there.
Do I see the big green gem?
you do see the big green gem. This room has 3 alcoves with exits, each supported by stone pillars and lintels that resemble a mine. The room's center contains a dais with a pedestal that holds an enormous, multifaceted emerald that glows with warm green light.
Wow. We shouldn't touch that, right?
Probably not.
No.
Ooh, but it's so shiny.
Ooh.
She puts her hands together and just holds them like this.
Very good.
I,
Sis.
I commend you, Shut, for the incredible restraint and respect.
That's the biggest emerald I've ever seen.
It's all right.
Well,
Uh,
not
Ooh,
quite
there's
the
a door on
rock
the
we're
other
looking
side.
ooh, there is.
Oh.
Okay.
for. Soot, right this way. He'll like position himself between Soot and the emerald, like, come along, darling.
Should we tell him not to the gnome not to touch it, or should we not mention that it's here?
Let's
Can
just.
I do detect magic?
What's he
Yeah.
doing in there?
The lever does work.
It would be wild if we pulled it back and locked you guys in once you're in the room.
Oh.
You're just stuck.
Yeah, finders keepers.
Losers. I forget the next one.
What was
You
what
all
was your?
stuck.
Oh, you detect magic.
Yeah.
How about you
Yeah.
unravel me another one of those weathers, youngin?
So stupid.
As you guys are all, let's get you guys. Oops, we don't want to grab that guy. In the room, you will see that hit everybody. There we go. We unhid the wraiths that are in this room that appear to attack you all, but I will not force us into a combat with 4 minutes left on the clock here.
Oh, let's do. Hey,
You guys want to come? You want to fight some wraiths real quick?
No,
yeah, finish it off. Is this the last?
No,
This is
there's
the last.
there's much more to go
Okay.
in this.
You are falling asleep in your
Right.
chair, Robert.
Yeah, but I'm conscious, so just
If
because
she-
my eyes be EP doesn't mean that I'm not ready for Yule tidings.
I have to be EP because I have to be in the office tomorrow.
Yeah. I will smooth lizard brain the combat myself in my own mind. That's okay. It's good carrot on the stick. I'm ready to yole.
There are, in fact, 4 more rooms left to finish out this.
Okay. Yeah.
particular-
Next week.
And you're giving me instant attunement for it. What a
Well,
gracious DM.
well,
What's
you
your
know,
spell save now? You got to be 18?
18, baby.
Hell yeah.
Brutal.
Brutal.
so. All right.
Bet you I roll higher on the emanation of that radiant damage than I do on my spirit guardians.
Yeah, probably. Based on what things have happened so far, so. All right. Well, I think we're gonna bring this then to a close. Thank you everybody for coming and hanging out this whole time, for all the trinkets and things. Turned into a very useful trinket, turns out this time.
Trinket fest, baby.
Yeah.
My holy super soaker.
Exactly. So we'll go down the line here and kind of outro everybody so we can say goodnight to everyone. So Robert, what's going on?
Hey, I'm Bronson Barley, but you can go over and catch Robert on all sorts of new campaigns, especially the one with Ted on Monday nights, Tyranny of Dragons, 7 p.m. CST. Come and catch us, fight dragons as chromatic dragonborns.
Dan, you can watch me whip 9 attacks in a row. With advantage. It was not a good night.
Brutal.
It was
Brutal.
a bad night. LB, how about you?
Hello, I'm LB or LB Hackemup on Instagram and Blue Sky. You can find me at Hack Recklessly on Twitch and YouTube. Next time I'm going to be live is tomorrow on Crit Hit Chronicles, where we are doing our Tales of the Valiant game. It's going to be a good one because it's straight out PvP combat. My character has no fucking idea what's going on, and I'm the one who likes to fight. So Then back on Hack Recklessly on Friday, we're going to be doing our Monster of the Week game with the full Hack Recklessly crew. It's a lot of fun so far. I'm excited for them to get into this mystery. And then on Sunday, we'll be back with our Aliens game on Hack Recklessly, where I am playing a soldier who is 2 days away from retirement. It's great. That is literally my thing. Is this is my last mission, so your girl's probably gonna die. It's great. And then Monday, we are back with our Indoor Adventures game, our D&D 4th edition campaign, which will be a lot of fun. Then Tuesday, more stuff on Crit Hit Chronicles because we're back doing D Plus Ultra, where I get to play kind of this character, but she has superpowers, and it's super fun. And she has a boyfriend now. We're in high school. It's really a big deal. So that's me.
Jake.
Opening the third eye.
Oh no, not that. Jake.
Hey, Internet. You can find me on my podcast, Legends Rerolled. We are finishing up with our winter break right now. So this upcoming Monday will be release of, what is it, episode 10 or 11 of season 2, which is Malice in Wonderland.
Yeah, we got to catch up on recording. I think we're running out of stuff.
I think we have 4 more.
Okay, all right. Then we have time then.
Yeah.
Cujo.
Hello, everyone. I am Cujo. You can find me all over the internet as either Cujo Plays Games or Crit Hit Chronicles. As of right now, Thursdays are dedicated to Tales of the Valiant. Thank you, Kobold Press, for the sponsorship. And Fridays are Shadows Over Baldur's Gate, our post Baldur's Gate 3 spiritual sequel campaign, where we explore some of the consequences of some of the endings for the video game. In the meantime, yes, on Tuesdays, D Plus Ultra, Season 2, which is our My Hero Academia TTRPG miniseries, is back, and we are going strong. And yeah, find me all over for new campaign announcements. The link tree is updated to Crit Hit Chronicles and not Cujo Plays Games, but you know,
Well,
just
whatever.
find me. I'm on Instagram, Blue Sky, Threads, YouTube if you want to catch up on previous episodes, and I'll see you guys later.
All right, and I'm Ted. This is my channel. We make up a bunch of nonsense about the Brosian Empire. So this is not in the book, in case you missed that. the Brosian Empire does not exist in Phandelver and below. But honestly, it's making it a lot more fun because there's some questionable decisions made throughout most of this book. And I had a realization today that a lot of the time it just doesn't make sense. Like, the Mind Flayers showed up and did some stuff, and then they left because reasons. That's the whole thing.
Yeah.
Like, it's just like they didn't have like a plan. They weren't like doing a thing. They're just like, let's steal a bunch of gemstones. Those ones are hard to steal. Don't steal them, and we'll just leave. Which is, the story of Talhund otherwise. But anyway, yeah, I'll be live actually tomorrow during the day. There's another D&D Monster Manual video, which will be about dragons, which I'm curious to see what they're going to have to say about that. So we'll be covering that. I'll be on Robert's channel tomorrow night playing Vecna Eve of Ruin, which I'm not even going to bother saying the cursed words about what tomorrow might be, because it's not worth saying it. Because every time we say it, it turns out to be a lie. And then, I think I might be doing some other random streams throughout the weekend. I have to finish building this Lego set.
Yeah, so. Give us all the info, Ted.
Yeah, so we'll see what's going on with that. I want to do some more Baldur's Gate, and then obviously Marvel Rivals has consumed everybody.
Yes.
So that'll be, maybe we'll stream some of that at some point. Oh, season 1 of Marvel Rivals drops Friday.
Baby.
So Mr. Fantastic,
more health for me.
Invisible Woman, freaking buffing Moon Knight, giving Thor more health. What is happening? What are you guys doing?
Yeah, the moon, dude.
So
Moon Knight's
excited.
totally the play.
14 hands drop now from the moon instead of 10.
Yeah,
Let's go.
that's a huge
It
buff.
doesn't fill you every time, anyway.
Oh my god!
Okay.
It just, there's some choices. It's just some like, Squirrel Stampede needed better tracking. Sure, why not? I guess.
But we can kill that thing now.
Yeah, they did drop its health by 150 points.
Yeah.
But still.
Moon's haunted.
Hi,
moon is
hi,
haunted.
Raiders.
Oh, hi,
Hey,
Raiders.
Raiders, you
We're
caught us
talking
right
about
at
Marvel Rivals.
Yeah.
Yeah, he caught us
Hey.
right at the end.
Before you click off, Ted,
Yeah.
I do not see you in the D&D directory.
Am I not in the? Oh, you know what?
Yeah.
You know what happened? It's this. What's it called? It's this multi-streaming. When I pull up D&D, I think I clicked on the wrong one of the 8 D&Ds. That's probably why.
Oh, yeah. I was like, why aren't you like? You should be.
I mean,
Where are you?
yeah, you know what? It has Dungeons and Dragons, but it just pulls up all the directory from Twitch.
Yeah.
And there's like 6 that are just Dungeons and Dragons without
Yeah.
the sub qualifiers, so that's probably why.
Yeah. He's holding his own dungeon party.
I am. I mean, it's one of the most active streams we had anyway, and it wasn't in the directory, so who knows?
It wasn't even in the directory, dude. Didn't even.
No, we're in our
Didn't
own.
even have the open door.
We're in
Love
our
it.
own Brosian directory over here. So, anyway, thank you all so much for watching. We'll be back next week with more of this. We finally, if you guys manage to get through the next 4 rooms, that'll be another level up into another chapter.
Level 9.
5th
Holy
level
shit.
spells for our
shit.
spellcasters.
Let's fucking go.
Massacre Wood.
And I believe that's a proficiency bonus jump and stuff as well. So
Yeah, it's a
lots of
big
good stuff happening.
Shit.
So anyway,
Huge.
yeah, I think that's gonna happen. So anyway, thank you all so much for watching. See you next week.
Bye.
Nine Flare, goodbye.